maybe a little one. In a world beginning its saturation of virtual reality technology, we here at the Pot Topic Podcast are happy to be your Inception spinning top. When you listen to us, you know it's the one true reality, because not even 505 games will release this flaming corpse pile.
Greetings from the third one! 1, 2, 3, go! And welcome to the Pot Topic Podcast. I am your host,
What's that?
Sepultura in our hearts.
Oh,
Can't take away, our roots
absolutely.
will always remain. Welcome to the Pot Topic. And on this show, we have a few pots filled with topics, some from a host, some from the community, some audio topics. We pull them out at random and talk about them for about 2 hours whilst drinking coffee. Yeah, that's right. We're going to do a Sobercast because, well, we'll get into it later, but Taz has a head wound.
Well, yeah.
I'm sniffly as fuck, and Chris is abstaining from everything, so coffee.
Yeah, it's to be pointed out though, because we're like got to be rebels in some fashion. Okay, we're not drinking, but we are drinking coffee at gone 8 p.m. on a Sunday.
That's right, we ain't lost it.
Oh, still hardcore.
Oh shit! I forgot I have to work tomorrow.
Well, now you can just work tonight.
Do it all. Yeah, so this is a recording on the 23rd of April for release on the 30th of April. And, yeah.
Cool.
What are we up to?
We don't have a coffee. I mean, sorry, we don't have a whiskey, but would you care for some coffee? It is now brewed. And I can talk about it.
Yeah?
Because this ain't just
This ain't your granddad's coffee.
This ain't your grandma's garbage hot bean
What
soup.
is it?
This is Haken's proprietary blend.
Yeah, this is a
Is it coffee though?
Prog Rock coffee.
Yeah, it is coffee.
Why do you guys have to always find the most weird version of everything to consume?
We were at a Haken gig and they had coffee to sell.
So
as you do.
So bought some coffee.
Bought some coffee.
Do you have sugar or milk?
No, I'm sweet enough. You can have some vape juice.
There's milk.
There's milk, yeah. So what have we all been up to?
Oh.
Well, shall I just let's just get it out of the way.
Go for it.
Oh, sorry, and I've just knocked. Oh god, I'm not even drunk and I'm already knocking mics about.
It's gonna be fun.
Going well. Yeah, so the reason I'm not drinking is because just under a week ago, it was Monday morning of the past week. I got up for about 5 o'clock or something I got up before dawn for a pee.
Yeah, you want to get up before dawn because she just hogs the bathroom.
Hey!
Fucking hell.
Excellent. Yeah, no, I got up for a pee, and admittedly, I had been out on the Sunday. I had been drinking, but I remember everything. I wasn't doing any falling over. In fact, I was like a responsible adult. It was just like I'd done everything in moderation.
Don't lie to the listenership.
No,
I mean,
no,
not
true.
this early on.
No, straight up. I had not pushed anything too hard. I think the place where I really fell down is that I didn't eat anything.
Yeah.
I didn't eat anything all Sunday. But yeah, so I got up and I remember being quite pleased I was getting up at that time because like obviously I felt, oh, okay, I'm gonna be hungover, but that's fine. I accept that. Mm-hmm. But at that time I thought, well, if I'm up now, I have a pee, I can bang another quick pint of water. That might take some of the edge off tomorrow morning. This is going pretty well for me. So up I go for a pee, and as I'm having a pee, the sort of feeling just starts coming over me, and I instantly think, oh, really? I'm going to be sick? Are you kidding me? And I'm never sick.
Yeah.
I'm very rarely sick. In fact, what I do more often than throw up is faint. But this hadn't, it happens so rarely, it just doesn't occur. So I remember sort of standing over the bowl, looking down, like, okay, cool, right, well, I'm going to throw up. Lids up, that's okay. Seats up, that's fine. Adjust myself so that if I do throw up, maximum in bowl, minimum on cock. And next thing I know, I'm sort of looking up and going, right, okay, how did we get here? What's going on? I sort of start feeling myself. I'm looking at the underside of the bathroom sink. It's like, oh, this is okay. So I'm in the bath. Why am I, okay? And then I sort of start feeling around myself, and my dick's still out. I was like, that's right. I was having a pee, and I'm down. I must have fainted.
Yeah.
So I kind of pulled myself together, sort of just to check. I didn't make a mess. So there's that going.
Wait.
Or, or if I did,
You didn't throw up. You just
Achievement
fainted.
unlocked.
I didn't.
How did your brain confused you so much?
I don't know. I think it must have just been
Maybe
like,
a stroke thing when you think you're going to do something and then something else happens.
well,
Yeah.
no, because it's like before you faint, you kind of get the that kind of light, that feeling of lightness or heavy, like kind of combined
Seeing
lightness and
spots
heaviness and
and-
seeing spots, and then your body feels weird and
Ears go. Yeah.
and like you kind of get the prickles and shit. And, you know, I associated more with just like, you know, that's going to throw up. But I didn't. Obviously, what happened is I fell like straight backwards, neatly, more or less neatly, but betwixt bath and the sink. And I cracked my head on the tiles.
Yeah, you must have.
Because the next day, like, everything was all spinning all the time. I didn't feel hungover, I have to point out. Like, my stomach was fine. I didn't feel ill at all.
Did you feel
Yeah.
sick?
But to be fair,
Just weakened.
I was weak. I just spent most of the day asleep. I don't think I was awake for more than 5 hours.
Yeah, that sounds like a mild concussion, doesn't it? It's just really weird because me and my girlfriend Rita were in our bedroom and I heard this big colossal crash noise. My instant thought was my TV mounted in the front room has fallen off the wall or something, because it sounded like things hitting other things, like things just crushing down on things. So I go downstairs, check everything. No, right, everything's fine here. As I'm walking back up the stairs, Taz is coming out the bathroom. I go, "You all right?" And you go, "Yeah, all right." And then he walks past me.
So I don't remember responding to you.
Yeah.
I thought I was just perfectly quiet, because I was still frazzled and not in a place to.
Does it not hurt when you touch it? Touch it.
It was a bit sore to begin with, and now it's like if you really find the spot, it's still quite sore, and then like I still get headaches, and if I look up for too long, or if I really look up, like the world will spin. So I figure like maybe let's not drink until whatever this is sort of done with.
Did you go to the hospital or anything?
No.
Oh, okay. So
No,
if there was an internal bleeding, he would have died by now, right?
not necessarily.
I'm not going to give him the peace of mind. Are you?
Oh, I was not meaning
No, I'm going to be making like a call to NHS Direct tomorrow, and then I'll start getting things looked into, because as Kel said to me, former host Kel, was like, don't be a dickhead. Like,
Yeah.
a hit to the head is a thing.
Yeah, don't take it lightly. You might as well be better safe than sorry, yeah.
Look at Michael Schumacher.
So yeah, I mean,
Sorry, bring
Look
the
at him.
movement down.
Gorgeous, isn't he? Fucking hell.
so yeah, I mean that was the start. Well, that was the first part of my week. Really interesting conversation where I was sort of like, I was kind of deciding on the Monday. Yeah, do you know what? I actually can't go to work. I don't know that I can leave the house. And so I sent Gav, who I work with, a text saying, "Yeah, dude, like I'm fainting, like can't come in." And then Heather was just going, "Are you sure that's going to be all right? Like, just like, are you going to be? Is it okay for you to take a day off?" It's like, well, I don't really have a choice. They don't have a choice. And then later on, she was saying, "Have you got a text back from them telling you that it's okay for you to take a day off?" And I was like,
so worried.
Well, no, bless her. She's been a freelancer for so long, and like the place where she works is for another time. But she's got so much into that headspace. It's like, well, there's like, yeah. No, I mean, I'm taking a day off. There's really nothing that you can do about that at this point. I might lose out on some money, which not as much as I thought. I mean, I didn't get the triple pay on the bank holiday Monday, which sucked. But I was paid the next day because I completely forgot. On a full-time contract, you get paid for sick days.
Yeah.
I'm still stuck in,
You're not in the mindset of I'm not working but being paid somehow.
and all that. Which is, if I'd remembered that, I probably wouldn't have gone back to work on the Wednesday. I probably would have gone to like a doctor or something.
Maybe that's a good idea.
Yeah, it would have been a good idea.
But he wasn't exactly in his right mindset.
No.
There you go.
And then after that, got back to work. I mean, that was fine. It's all been dizzy. There was one point where I had 2 coffees. I think that was on the Friday. I'm not drinking coffee tonight. I'm not even going that far, because on the Friday I had 2 coffees and shit got weird.
Yeah.
Shit got really weird. It was vaguely reminiscent of being like on like when I'd taken the really light mushrooms in Amsterdam and I'd gone wandering around. Everything was just a bit floaty, like things were a bit vibrant, a bit off, and like faces were always like, if I saw a face near me, it was like, well, that's a loss of face. So that got a bit strange. But then before, I think one of my favourite parts of the week was Heather has gone to Disneyland. Mm-hmm. She went with a couple of friends.
It's her birthday.
Yeah, it's her birthday today, in fact. So we may or may not get a call from her. We'll see how things go. But if she does call, we'll get a report. So, yeah, no, Heather going to Disneyland. Mm-hmm. She'd been really worried about the whole thing because she was doing the travel there by herself. And then she's doing the next couple of days in Paris by herself. Mm-hmm. And that's been like, she's not done that before. And that would have been that'd been weighing on her. Yeah. And the Thursday night, the night before she went, like she was, you could have powered engines off like her nervous energy. It was really quite something special. And then I was woken up. I mean, it took me fucking ages to get to sleep as well. But I was woken up at 3:15, which was 45 minutes before Heather's cab was due to arrive. I was woken up by Heather going, there's been a shooting in Paris. I was like, oh, right, okay. She tells, there was a story. It wasn't one of the big story. Yeah. But yeah, some policemen spotted a dude walking around with a gun of some description. And there was a chase and he shot them. And then he was taken down eventually. But like Heather kind of tells me this story and like she's like taking this as a, oh my God, like foreign land, there's just been a shooting, there's so much going on. To which my response was like, why are you worried? The day after an attack, like the week after an attack is gonna be the safest time to go.
To be fair though, when I went in December, when I went with my mom in Paris, like long after the attacks, we stayed in a hotel near Sacré-Cœur, which I wanted to go to Père Lachaise Cemetery, so I took the same metro line that goes through Bataclan, where the shooting happened in the club, and honestly, I didn't realize that I consider myself not, like, obviously I'm not a racist, but I didn't realize how much of, like, my mind was going through all these, like, racist, scenarios. And, like, I felt scared of everyone, even white, black, whatever you were. I felt scared of everyone. And I felt scared that I thought that I had this image of the metro, like the train crashing somewhere or like there's going to be an explosion and then I'm going to be in pieces. And then how is my mom going to get back to Cyprus? You know, and I felt so scared. Like,
it's completely illogical, isn't it?
Terrorism. Welcome to it. Don't let it win. But yeah, I saw that working overtime with Heather. She's getting ready to go. She's talking about, I mean, what do I do? Because like, if there is a shooting, what do I do? Do I run, or is that going to make me more of a target, or do I lie down, or would that make me an easy target? It's like, well, like,
as if the gunman's a bear. If you play dead, then
what would you do? Like normally, or when there was the attack up in Westminster, like. Yeah.
I was just about to say, you fucking live in London, mate. Yeah. There's shootings fucking everywhere. But I don't understand.
What about the attack in Westminster? Yeah. And she said, well, I don't really go up to London much. So, but I do. Yeah. Where was this concern for me?
It's all about me.
Yeah, don't come back to you.
No, I just needed to point out. But she goes off and has a shower, and then there's points. She's still like, as she's drying off, she's reading up more. It's like, oh, it happened near the Eiffel Tower, and she reads off all these other places, and then like it hits this point where I've heard her say something, and I just go, do you know what, Hev? Of everything you've just told me and of everything I understand about general sort of national security and like how things kind of work, the biggest concern I have about you going to Paris right now is that you just called that landmark the Arc de Trumpy.
Wonderful.
And that's pretty much my week.
That's cool.
Something I did the week before? I don't know. Probably not.
As for me, a couple of weeks ago, I did an escape room with work.
Oh, yeah.
We fucking did it. We escape the room. So basically, it's where you are locked into a room and you've got to try and solve puzzles. So this one was prohibition, themed. So it was like 1920s gangsters and like speakeasy kind of style thing. And you had all these wanted posters of all these like mob members on the walls with descriptions and what they were locked up for and all this kind of stuff. And you've got to try and work out what the code for their special boxes that you find in secret places. And you've got to try and get out of this room before the police arrive. Because you're in a speakeasy, you're in shit if the police arrive. So yeah, it was things like pulling like martini glasses off of shelves to try and find two that you could line up and use like a kaleidoscope to find a code to then break into this safe. And
cool.
It was so fucking fun.
Where was that? What did you do?
It was Escape UK, London. I can't remember exactly where it is in London actually. But yeah, fucking recommend doing an escape room. That was so much fun, especially if you win it and the other team don't. That's
cool.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I'd be up for trying an escape room at some point.
First? Yeah. Actually, sorry, the highlight of since the last recording, I got bibbed by a smart car in rage and it made me wet myself. So I was a bit of a knob. I did take a corner a little bit too quick. But I was on my side of the road, nowhere near it. It's a smart car. It's tiny anyway, not really taking out. But the bit of annoyance, I go, I just turn around, he's flipping me off, and I'm just pissing myself laughing at him. And he's getting more and more angry as I speed off. It's so fantastic.
Thing is, Tom, I think like half of the rage behind that bib isn't that you did it, it's the fact that he couldn't. If he tried to take a corner that fast in a smart car, he'd flip it.
Oh, yeah, that was quite funny. I bought myself an Oculus Rift, which we only just got set up, and it's fun, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, to go, Chris. Taz had a little go as well. Yeah, we did stick to Google Earth VR, which was it's strangely moving and compelling. That
you
just
can
flying.
feel. Do you know when you're on a plane, right? When it goes up and down,
yeah,
or
you feel your
can
legs
feel
go
the legs going.
Yeah.
That's how it felt.
It's weird.
It's amazing the mind, the tricks your mind plays.
Yeah,
sometimes.
it's really bizarre. But
I'm looking forward to trying Google Earth VR.
Yeah, no, we'll have a go afterwards.
Cool.
But the ordeal of trying to get the VR all working has been fucking hilarious. So I realised, like, the way it connects to my computer, it needs an HDMI cord. So I've only got one of those on my computer, and it's usually what I use to plug the TV into. And to set it up, I need to have a screen. So I was like, all right, I'll get my monitor, which my nice new monitor I bought in January, ultra wide, 21:9, 250 quid monitor. Fine. Put it down on the coffee table, which is right by my computer. As I'm fiddling behind the computer, I back my fat ass but right into it and bum it to death. I knock it off the coffee table, slams down. I'm like, oh, you know that feeling you get when you drop your phone?
Yeah.
It was that kind of feeling. It was just like, right, well, there's no obvious thing wrong with it.
That's not how you responded though, is it, Tom?
No, because then I plugged it in and I saw the nice multicoloured cobweb of doom on the screen. It was just like,
I've never heard. I've never heard you make a noise like that before.
That's the noise of me throwing 250 quid down the drain and then not being able to play VR because I can't set it up because I've not got a fucking monitor.
Isn't it under warranty anyway?
Not for that kind of damage. It won't be.
Oh shit.
That's me being a dickhead.
Yes.
And it was kind of the case of, well, that day I also needed the monitor because we were going to run a Gamma World campaign, and I do all my stuff on computer. I need a spare monitor to project down and all that kind of stuff. So it was a case of, right, shit, quick, text all the group that are about to come over here and play a board game with us and go, has anyone got a spare monitor that I can borrow? Chris, who's been on the show before, Howitzer Bug, he brought over his spare monitor. It was like fucking fantastic, brilliant, yeah. So he's brought over all the cables and everything, play our game, have a whale of a time. That was really fun.
That was a pretty good session, really to be honest.
And he's like, oh no, if you need the monitor, please take it as long as you need it. It's like, oh, thank you, because now I can play with my Oculus. Brilliant. And he goes, oh shit, but I do need the cable. So I couldn't play VR again because I couldn't connect the monitor to the... So this morning, while I was at work, I was ill, so I left early. And as I was about to drive away from the car park, I was like, Amazon now. I'll order it now. By the time I get home, a cable will turn up at my door.
What Prime?
Prime. Amazon Prime now. So they just deliver within a few hours, basically, of you ordering something. So yeah, got the cable, set it all up, plugged it all in. Yes. Oh, I had a load of fun.
Oh, that sounds cool.
But yeah, 2 days worth of torment of, I've got a new toy and I can't play with it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm particularly looking forward to seeing you play Eve. No, not Eve. The other one, Elite Dangerous.
Elite Dangerous, yeah. Being able to look around my spaceship and go,
That's. I mean,
this is my world now.
you're always such a fucking sight when you play that thing anyway, because you've always got like your flight controls on the board in front of you,
throttle, and
now it's going to be that, and you're going to be wearing a fucking headset.
Yeah,
it's going to be amazing.
And I talk to the ship as well, like tell it to do things like engage hyperdrive. I'm going to look such a knob. It's going to be proper lawnmower, man. That's going to be fun. We'll do that tomorrow. How about you, Christakis?
How about me? I've got so many exciting things to talk about, but this week the highlight was I went on a detox, and basically I'm not eating any meat or drinking or smoking. Well, I allow myself one today because this is good company. But the highlight was
that's all the cigarette.
My mom bought me an HP laptop, and I hate HP laptops. Like, she asked me what did I want for my birthday. She keeps buying me stuff, and I said, "Can I have an iPhone and a Mac?" She bought me an HP and a Samsung. And I hate both of those because I don't even know. Like, I hate them to death. Like, I want to kill.
That's fair enough.
No. Dude, I'm with your mum on this. I think she did you a solid.
I like HP laptops,
no, because I bring the laptop home and it took 1 week and it just it stopped working.
Really?
So I was trying to make it work, and my housemate works for a computer company. He's like, "No, it's fucked up. Is it under warranty?" And I said, "Yes." So I called HP on Thursday before the bank holiday, and basically I explained my problem, and they're like, "We'll have somebody pick it up today and repair it." And I said, "Okay, brilliant." And then they were supposed to pick it up on Thursday. And then they said, because it's a bank holiday and we are like, it's short of time. So we said, he said we're going to pick it up on Tuesday. Comes Tuesday, nothing happens. Nobody picks up. And then because I'm on a detox, I didn't realize how angry I am and how irritable I get because I quit smoking. When you quit smoking and, you don't drink and then I realized because they didn't pick it up on Tuesday, they managed to pick it up after so many arguments on Friday. But I remember like being on the phone with them, I'm gonna take you BBC Watchdogs, or I'm gonna have you investigated. I'm gonna sue you. And I'm yelling at this poor woman who's just trying to do her job. And it turns out it was all my fault.
No, really?
Yes,
really?
Because I was giving them a different.
Surprised.
I was giving them a different. You have to give them a code. They send you a code,
and
you have to give them a code. The DPP company, you have to give them a code. So, and I was giving them the wrong code, and for every single day I was getting a message like, your delivery will happen tomorrow. Like, you've changed your delivery to tomorrow as you requested. I was like, I haven't done that.
Yeah,
and then I realized I was giving them the wrong code, but I didn't tell them that.
You shit.
For fuck's sake. You're one of those customers.
Yeah.
Everyone's one of those customers when they realise they're in the wrong.
Yeah, but anyway.
I'll keep stum, I might get a refund.
I was hoping for a refund.
Wait, what the fuck did you do to it? I mean, like, Tom's got an HP. That thing over there, that's 7 years old, and he's recording the podcast off it. I bought one a couple of weeks ago, and it's been
same
nothing.
Model, pretty much, yeah.
Same model, bit newer.
Okay, I didn't know, it doesn't come with antivirus, alright? You have to install it. I didn't know that.
Right. Again, your fault.
Yes.
But it's not my fault, it's my fault.
Ignorance isn't an excuse, Chris. As much as I wish it was.
Anyway, a highlight is my laptop's getting repaired.
Cool.
As we speak.
That's good. Alright. Anything else?
I've got later on, I'll tell you about
it. Would that be the plug zone? Cool. Shall we?
Let's do this. Right.
Well,
let's have one from the host then.
Yes. Chris, if you would care to grab us one from the Hottie Dilla Potty.
Yeah. It sounds like flushing up toilet.
Well, it sounds like somebody rifling around in a pot full of paper topics.
Oh, shut up, you! You know everything. Right, this is I can't read this. CSB, NCSB, WCSB.
You're right, Dom. This is Captain Sickbeard.
Oh, with the charge. Can somebody read this?
Wow, I'm not even sure I can.
Next topic.
Hang on. Get new game.
Hang on. With the T charge coming in, should London just go electric?
What the fuck's the T charge?
Telephone charge. Like maybe there's a.
Hang on. Well, okay. Wait. I know. May is a fucking dark entity and insane, but she's not going to start levying like an extra tax on tea, is she? Because I mean, otherwise, the Conservatives will lose. They will lose so badly. They'll lose so hard that I imagine we'll end up with the SNP, Scottish Nationalist Party, in control. Which actually, now I mention it, doesn't sound like an entirely bad idea.
Much better.
Yeah, do you know what? If we got people like Nicola Sturgeon and Mari Black running the country, I think maybe we'd have that'd be a good turn up for the books.
It's fine for me, mate.
Yeah. All right, cool. Go for it, Theresa May. Go for it.
Is that what he actually is asking?
No. I think it's got something to do with the car tax. And maybe it's changing the congestion charge, or should we all just go electric? I'm presuming that's cars.
Should I?
Yeah, I mean, I have no idea.
Sorry, Doctor. What is his name?
Captain Sickbeard.
Oh, it's Captain Sickbeard.
Doctor Captain.
Doctor Captain. Okay.
Dr. Pagonavom.
This one is from Beef.
Beth?
Yeah, legitimate question. As booze and age rot my brain, tips on concentration and being present. Oh, I can answer this.
Really, can you? Because I'm not entirely sure I understood the question.
So
as you read it anyway.
So because booze and age rot her brain.
Yeah.
So how do you stay present? How do you concentrate?
How do you combat the decay?
How do you combat the decay?
Oh, booze and age rot the brain. Oh, okay, cool.
I'd say
cocaine and psychedelics.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'd say because she's quite creative, isn't she? So she could do some painting or yoga or meditation or stuff like I'm into.
I don't know. I think one of the greatest exercises I do is every time I see something that is just like it comes up, and quite often it'll come from like the left, and I go, well, like, instinctively I go, that's fucking dumb. There's no need for that. I kind of take a beat and I was like, well, really, let's think about it, because that's been the case every step of the way for like the past like 100 or so years. Like the left would come up with things like social welfare and National Health Service and gender rights, and I sort of pay attention to that, and I don't go, that's fucking stupid, dumb, and I just try and pay attention, I guess, essentially is what I'm doing.
So your basic fight against age and decay of your brain is to be angry at politics.
Is to not.
Okay, so just to pay attention.
Yeah, it's trying not to turn into one of those people who say things like, oh, kids these days, or back in my day, or it was so much simpler back where it was like, oh, the last generation was like not.
Don't get lazy with it.
Don't be a dickhead. So we'll try and move with the times.
Or play Sudoku.
I was about to say, like, playing games, we obviously are very much into. We problem solve constantly for fun to try and...
I read that Sudoku actually, it can prevent Alzheimer's or something.
Well, no, it can help prevent intellectual decay or kind of cognitive decay. But Alzheimer's is something completely different. No, that's like the third step on a. I can't remember. It was put so succinctly, but it's kind of, in general, scientists in terms of biology, psychology, sociology, everything kind of points to, if you want a good old age, and I know I've said it on the podcast before, you need to do the two things that the human body is best designed to do, and that's walking and talking. Yeah. So you've got to stay mobile, you got to stay social, and then things like crosswords and Sudoku, that can keep the cognitive part firing. And like, if you just kind of look after those three things and don't do become that sort of old crotchety person who just sits around watching television and blaming foreigners.
It all comes down to body, mind, soul, isn't it? You take care of your body, mind, and soul, and that's like the key of like I don't know, intellectual health. Yeah,
I mean that's exactly the same thing couched in in kind of the new age language, if you will, and it completely holds up.
Although saying that, like, we're not exactly encroaching old age yet, so I'd like to see what our lifestyles are going to do to that.
Fuck. Really? Because I fainted this week.
Exactly.
Done myself a concussion.
Because you forgot to eat.
The mind's going, the body's going.
Yeah, exactly.
And now with the concussion, the brain's going.
That's why you need a
That
detox.
sounds like old ages coming in swift and fast for me, guys. We're doing a no drinky podcast because we're getting fucking old.
I've just got a cold. I can't do it anymore. Keeping active in every sense of the word.
Yeah, I'm a massive proponent for games. I think games are vital for that sort of stuff because that kind of covers a good game. Will cover like two of those bases. It's the social aspects and it's the cognitive aspects, and then maybe the walking as well because you've got to get to wherever you're playing games. Just like, don't be a dickhead with yourself. Yeah. I suppose.
Take care of yourself.
Which is rich coming from me, I know. But I've always been one to lead, not by example, but by, I don't know.
Condemnation.
Yeah. A sort of unjust wisdom.
Title of the podcast, An Unjust Wisdom. I haven't got much more to add to that.
I don't know. I'm thinking maybe if you really want to get right into the nitty gritty of it. Actually, do you know what? We're slowly coming in on the first ever head transplants.
Oh, I read about that. It's going to happen in December.
It is happening in Russia, isn't it?
Yeah, a Russian guy who's like terminally, he's on a wheelchair or whatever, and he's volunteered to do this. I'm not sure how that's going to work because they've tried it on like rabbits and mice.
Onto whose body?
I don't know.
That's the really interesting bit.
What do you mean on whose body? The guy who's the guy who's on a wheelchair. His head is going to go on a body.
Yeah, it's that new body bit that I'm finding quite interesting.
Yeah, actually, I didn't think about that.
Yeah,
who's going to volunteer? Oh, yeah, might as well just die.
Exactly, because I mean that
you have to be really healthy.
Is this how we end up with Idle Hands' future?
Well, no, not really, because it's not going to work. Or if it does, the dude's going to be like fucking screaming lock-in syndrome or some bullshit.
God,
it's zombie.
Well, fortunately, it's happening in Russia, so everyone has guns and they'll shoot it. I think we're good there.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, maybe that'll be a way. I prefer the more classic method of liquidizing orphans and then drinking the souls as it escapes the pulp. And then you've also got a really tasty smoothie for afterwards.
Tasty soul.
Win-win.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, not for the orphans.
So I can't wait until we've got our heads in jars like in Futurama. That'll stop all the decay. Just chop it off, let the body go and rot, and stop causing havoc on my brain.
So basically, the answer to your question is get a head transplant. That's all.
Yeah.
Or orphans.
Or drink babies.
Yeah.
Drink baby juice.
So yeah, I think those are two reasonable options. Get on it.
And now we've invented the cocktail, the bloody Russian head transplant. Cool. Right, one from the community.
Here we go, one from community, and wouldn't you know it?
You're right, Dom.
Whatever happened to the savoury ice cream experiment?
Oh, this is talking about Kel ice cream maker thing. God, that's a long time ago.
Oh, well, okay, I'll tell you what happened to that, is that was one of Kel's ideas.
Yeah.
So that's kind of...
Ideas go to Kel to die. No, I'm joking. No,
the thing is, every now and then she'll take an idea and she'll fucking run with it, and good things will happen. But Absolutely. We're talking, I don't know, like the hit rate's not great.
So mean.
What was this?
So basically, about a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago, she decided that she was going to make ice cream. Make in an ice cream maker, basically. And she was going to do savoury flavours, things like bacon and maple and stuff like that.
Gross.
It works really well, surprisingly. But
I don't see why.
She also doesn't. The main reason why is she doesn't have a freezer big enough to do any kind of ice cream making in.
That's correct. Yes, I remember.
Because she was trying to use your freezer when you lived back in the sawmill,
which didn't have any space in it.
No, because it had 3 people plus everyone else living there.
Yes, indeed. I mean, I've always been really interested in like a really fiery chili ice cream.
Yeah, it'd be pretty hard to do. You'd have to put a fuckload of peppers in it to balance out from the cream.
Yep.
Tabasco.
Scotch bonnet.
Oh, guys, don't think so small.
Ghost.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, Butcherlockia or like Dorset Nagers or what's the new one from Tennessee? Is it Tennessee?
It's I used to have a sphincter.
Yeah. Yeah, the rectum wrecker.
So can we come up with any more flavours? What would you like?
Well, souvlaki.
All right then.
Souvlaki or moussaka.
Oh, we got
moussaka ice cream. Sounds amazing.
We've got to
aubergine.
We've got to appeal to the middle class crowd. So I'm thinking maybe baba ganoush,
quinoa.
A quinoa,
superfood
quinoa ice cream.
This tastes like disappointment and oppression of South American countries.
I'll tell you what I had the other day. I can't even remember where the fuck I was, but I had quinoa in yogurt with mango smoothie, like coulis on top. That was really fucking nice.
Oh, really?
They like soak up all the moisture, so they go like almost like bubble tea kind of tapioca ball type consistency.
Oh, is that what the bubbles in bubble tea is?
Tapioca, I believe.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I suppose that makes sense.
Don't know, I'm not really a fan of bubble tea, but that was nice. Anyway, that was boring.
Lamb. I want rosemary and honey lamb ice cream.
Roasted garlic,
lamb,
bit of garlic.
Yeah, absolutely. That would be fucking banging.
Why? Why don't you just go and why do you have to have it iced? You might as well just put it in the freezer.
Something luxurious and creamy.
Boring.
Everyone likes ice cream.
Yeah, it's ice cream because it's sweet.
It doesn't have to be.
One lamb ice cream.
Listen to the old man over here. Why do you have to go change it? Why do you have to go try developing new things?
We know whose brain's going to rot first.
You know what? When I was in Cyprus growing up, and you know when we heard the ice cream man, it's like 50 degrees in the summer, right? Mm-hmm. And it was our pleasure once a week when the ice cream man came on Saturdays. We would just run just to get a proper good machine thingy ice cream. Who wants to run for a lamb flavored ice cream? Nobody.
Greek people.
No,
actually, as I'm saying it, I'm realizing I'm.
And what, like the thing that really struck me about that is what kind of cunt drives ice cream vans in Greece in order to make children run in 50-degree heat? That's fucking diabolical.
Yeah. It's post siesta time. That's why.
Out of interest, so what in this country?
So it's more like a bleary-eyed stumble.
It's like what's the film? Something in Alexandria, where the guy's crawling across the desert and seeing like mirages, just seeing these figments of ice cream trucks drive past. So in Cyprus, what music they play? Because in this country, it tends to be green sleeves constantly that ice cream trucks play.
I remember the one we had. There was Zorba the Greek continuously, and I thought that was quite cool. But then, the last time I went to Cyprus and I heard the ice cream man, it was something that sounded like a Harry Potter soundtrack. But then it changed to dun 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 dun. I thought, yeah, have Harry Potter have something.
Yeah,
I think it's his composition.
Listeners out there, I want to know what ice cream trucks play in your country.
What's your favorite ice cream?
I'm interested now because I always hear green sleeves constantly.
Green sleeves. I mean, I did.
It's royalty-free music.
I did start hearing. Well, every now and then you get the ice cream trucks that are clearly using lifted music.
Oh yeah, that one outside in Lewisham that plays noisier.
Oh man, I'd be
Don't
all
trust
for
the
that.
ice cream man that sounds like Jaws. You're gonna get murdered, kids.
What a flaking
Funny.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, I like.
Send some
I like
emails
the
in. I wanna
ideal.
know.
I like the idea of ice cream vans playing suspense music. I think that's brilliant. I go
Shining.
or just the or the soundtrack from Inception. Or was it Darth Maul's theme from episode 1?
Oh, something of Fates, yeah. Jewel of Fates.
Yeah. Or I don't. There is so much good royalty-free music out there. It would be amazing to have an ice cream fan going along playing like "Ode to Joy."
Oh, fuck that Meatball Parade.
Yeah, Meatball Parade. It is time for ice cream now. It is time. Yeah, that'd be brilliant.
That's our old theme tune.
I got that.
Okay,
Cool.
Just pointing out for listeners then.
Okay.
There, Tom. Put in your place.
Yeah, apparently so. And I'm going to put a host in their place by reading out another topic. Transition.
Boom. What do we got?
This coffee's quite tasty, by the way.
It's not bad, is it?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it.
Another one from Beth.
Ooh.
And this one is ruin a date first date in 4 words.
Sorry, what?
Ruin a date first date in 4 words. Stolen from Facebook Soz. So basically,
hang on. I'm getting a call from Heather.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hello, baby. Hello. Hang on. Let's just get you online. So Heather has been kind enough to agree to call in and be our lady from Disneyland. I can't remember the joke I came up with. Hang on. Let me plug you in.
Good one, dude.
Oh, that's right.
Oh.
Ooh.
Hello. Can you hear us, baby? Oh, and it's not. Why is that not?
It's your phone, mate. I have no idea.
Oh, bollocks.
Take it off a speakerphone.
Yeah. How about now?
I can still hear you.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. So, do you want to give us your report from Disneyland? Our woman in Disneyland. There
not gonna
we
work.
are.
Yeah, that's a callback. Right.
Yeah, nice one.
Yeah, it was very good. It was lots of fun, very magical. We saw parades, we met princesses, we went on roller coasters.
Oh, wait. Do you know what we haven't done?
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, baby!
Oh, yeah, pudding.
Cool. Yeah, carry on with the magic.
Thank you. We went on roller coasters. They have it's 25th anniversary of Paris this year, which is why I decided to go, because
Is Paris
I
only
have
25 years old?
Yeah,
inadvertently...
the actual city of Paris is only 25 years
Okay,
old,
cool.
despite what the history books tell you. It's one
The
of those weird
Arc de
technical...
Trompe.
Yeah, the Arc de
it was
Trompe, yeah.
built last week, yeah.
Yeah, Lemise never existed. You know.
Sorry.
I have accidentally managed to go to 2 parks now during their celebrations. Anniversary, that's the word. I went to Paris. It was their 25th anniversary. Paris. I went to Florida, and it was the 25th anniversary when I went when I was a child. And then year before last, when I went to LA, I managed to go during the 60th anniversary of it. And then when I found out that Paris was doing the 25th anniversary of Disneyland, I thought I might as well go this year.
So did you get like what was it you were getting, like a 25th anniversary mug or something?
Yeah, they're like, the designs for the 25th anniversary were disgusting. Like, all of their mugs were hideous.
How much were they as well?
Well, like from 10 to 15 to 20 euros. But they were all really ugly.
Yeah.
There were some really nice glass, like wine. There was like a wine glass that had 25th anniversary written on it. But the 25th was pretty small. And there was a wine glass. It didn't really go with the rest of my collection of my like plasticky, funny things. So I ended up buying a slushy, one of those like souvenir slushy things.
Slurp.
Oh,
And then
okay,
the lady
nice.
was very confused. The lady was very confused when I was like, no, I just want the souvenir. I don't want the slushy. And she was like, but it's nothing. So no extra. I was like, okay, fine, we'll have the slushie. So the three of us shared out this slushie when we were cold and didn't want a slushie.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Perfect timing.
Yeah, it didn't rain. It was pretty lovely. The Friday was really hot. Saturday was on and off hot. And then Sunday misled us by really, really blue skies. So we were like, oh, it must be really hot again, like Friday. We won't wear, take out extra hoodies or anything. It'll be fine. And then it was really cold today.
Yay!
On the Saturday, we were at the park from 8 a.m. till 10:30. So we did a proper full-on day then.
Cool.
We had my friend worked for Disney, so got us free entry to the park, discounted hotel room.
Fucking check out this one, right?
We were in a special VIP room within the hotel. It wasn't the top. There's loads of different hotels. So we weren't the top hotel. We were in one of the 3-star hotels that was near the park, on the other side of the lake. It was still a 10-minute walk away from the park. So, win. And we had breakfast. We had a beautiful view of the lake and Disneyland. And on the Friday night, we watched the fireworks display from our hotel.
What's a Disneyland Paris breakfast like?
Continental.
Oh,
there was a full English. They had fry-up. They had full English.
Oh, they did? Okay, cool.
Yeah, and then they had continental. They had all of the meat, cheeses, croissant, pan au chocolat, cereal.
Okay, cool.
Dippy soldier eggs, which excited me on Thursday. Yeah.
Cool. So highlight. Give us your highlight. What was the coolest thing you saw?
One cool thing.
One cool thing. The Illumination Parade finale thing. They basically light up the whole of the castle and put a full-on show on the castle, and that was amazing. We were there during Earth Month, so they did a special extra bit, and they had lions and baby monkeys and stuff portrait
what, real lions?
No, on the castle.
It's like a laser show, isn't it?
Yeah, or it's like a projection onto the castle. So they had a full-on projection of all these animals. Mother Nature is amazing with all the beautiful music.
Right, okay.
Cool.
That makes more sense. See, when you said Earth Month, I was thinking in terms of the element Earth.
Yeah.
As in you just missed Fire Month. Now's Earth Month, so we're dealing with earthquakes and mudslides. No, Earth is in planet Earth. That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. And then they did a full projection of loads of Disney films, and they played the music from, and they had loads of really cool Little Mermaid, loads of clips from the Little Mermaid on the castle, loads of lights, and then Mickey was kind of going through all the stories.
Cool.
And he had a little circle with Simba on it, and then he'd open the door, and then the song from Simba would start, and then he'd shut the door, and then giggle, and then open the door, and then shut it. So the Lion King song was coming and going, and then it burst out, and the Lion King came flying out, all projected on the castle. Massive fireworks.
Okay, cool. Well, I mean,
water fountains and stuff going off.
So bearing in mind that you didn't pay didn't pay much for the Disney portion of it, and you loved it. Would you recommend, if you did have to shell out the hundreds and hundreds of pounds, was it worth it for the anniversary?
Yeah, it was good. I think if I was going to shed out loads of money for Disney, I'd go to Florida and go and do Universal at the same time, because there's more roller coasters at Universal.
No, fair enough.
But I went on Tower of Terror, which the Hollywood Tower, Twilight Zone, which last time I went to LA, I queued for 3 hours, and I was the next person to go on the ride. There's normally 4 elevators, and when we were there, only 2 were going, which is why we had to queue so long. And when we got there, halfway through the queue, the other one broke down, and then when we were the next person on the ride, that lift broke down, and they had to close the whole ride down. So I queued for 3 hours and didn't get to go on it, and I was so excited to go on it.
You did it this time.
Twice.
Cool. Was it good?
Yeah, amazing. Definitely, exactly how I remembered it from when I was 7 in Florida. It was great. I also gone on the Hollywood tour. There, you go round and then they do a special effects thing, and there's this truck and it sets fire and loads of flames come out, and then the truck tends to fall on you, and then the carriage is rocking everywhere. There's water going off everywhere. That was fun. I totally forgot that was a thing and that was going to happen.
Oh,
got really excited after.
Nice bit of arson.
We saw motorbike shows, them doing stunts with motorbikes and cars. Cars that have a driver at the back of the car, and they look like they're reversing, but they're driving round forward, but in a reverse car.
Right.
And another car where the the driver's actually attached on like a buggy on the side of the car, and they gave a member of the audience a remote control, and she thought she had a remote control to a real car, but it's like a person on the side. Because they opened the car door and like, look, there's nobody driving it, but it's because the person's like stuck on the side of the car. That was quite funny.
I can't quite envisage that. That looks weird in my head. It's like somebody just bolted onto the side of a car.
Saw loads and loads of Disney princesses. The girls all wanted signatures, so they had their like autograph books and were getting signatures. Had photos of Disney princesses, and then
signatures,
we went.
Hang on, signatures from the people in costume.
Fake signatures,
like
yes.
fake autographs.
So like Ariel does a signature and she puts loads of bubbles on her signature, and then Mel has like a very woofy signature.
That's so cool.
My parents made me do that when I was a kid. I fucking hated it.
No. Okay, fine. That's cool. I guess. It
is cool.
Do you know what? Not going to yuck a yum, I guess.
It's cool.
Yeah. I mean, the girls on the first day were like, did you bring your autograph book with you? I was like, no. They're like, do you want to buy one? I was like, no, I'm okay.
Too right.
And then stood there while they asked for autographs for the princesses. I was happy to take photos of them. A lot of the girls, they were like, oh, I want a photo on my own. I had one on my own with Jasmine and Aladdin and one on my own with Belle because I was dressing up as versions of them and they are my favourite.
Yeah.
And then we went for a 3-course meal with the Disney princesses. So paid for this special Disney princess meal.
You should see Chris's face. He looks, I don't know, jealous?
Jealous.
So you sit down at the meal, and when we were there was Cinderella, Aurora, Ariel, and then 2 of the mice from Cinderella. And they take in turns to walk around, come up to you in character, talking about various different things, asking how your holiday's been, and then you take photos, and then you can have autographs. And then we had a birthday cake ordered, so then like a shit ton of the waiters staff all turn up with a cake and wish you a happy birthday. And then they take the cake away and then cut it up. Like it says on when you buy the cake, it says like served 8 people. They cut it into quarters and then gave 3 of us. They just brought out like a 1 quarter for each of us. But like they haven't given us a quarter of this cake. They've paid for this, but you weren't allowed to take the cake away. You weren't allowed to have a doggy bag.
What?
There was a family next to us, and you have to have a 3-course meal as well. So there was a family next to us with 2 really small kids, and they were English as well. And they were like, "Oh, can't we take the cake away?" And I'm like, no, you can't. Like it says in our terms and conditions, you can't. But none of them could eat any of the cake. And then on my table, there's me being like, "I've eaten my dinner. You've eaten half of Alice's dinner. Then I've eaten the whole quarter of my cake, and started eating like half that of Sophie's cake. Then finishing off the dessert, the extra dessert that Alice had that she couldn't have because it had nuts in and she didn't realise." And they all laughed at me lots about how much I ate over breakfast. And
that was breakfast?
No, that was dinner, but at breakfast they laughed at. Like I had like 3 plates of breakfast and they only had like a plate each.
Yeah, damn straight. It's holiday, bitches. I'm going to be eating. Cool.
We had cocktails that had stars that glowed and lit up and flashed.
Cool. Oh, awesome. So it's been a wicked time then. Recommend it to people who are into Disney.
Yes.
Definitely.
All right, wicked. Oh, thank you very much, baby. And thank you for the report. And again, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Bye.
Bye. Enjoy the rest of Paris. Ta-ra!
What a shit show. Fuck that place.
Yeah, I know. Like Chris was looking jealous, but
I don't care about Cinderella that much. I really hate that.
Well, nobody cares about Cinderella that much.
She's so needy. I lost my shoe. Piss off, love.
Go talk to your fucking rats.
I can't think of anywhere I'd want to go less than Disney World.
Why?
Because I fucking detest Disney. Like Beth the other day on Facebook
Disney. Was
like, I'm having a day in bed, I'm hungover, I'm going to watch Disney. Can anyone recommend which film I should watch first? And I went, Rogue One and Deadpool. Fuck off.
I fucking love Disney. I still haven't watched the Beauty and the Beast, the new one.
Yeah, it's worth a watch. Anyway, should we get on with the topics?
And speaking about the shit muncher herself, Beth said, how to ruin a date in 4 words.
Well, right, a date.
Wanna go to Disney?
Yeah, no, I mean, I've told the story before, but I can boil it down into 4 words. Skip check, ruptured ligament.
Kiss now, antidote later.
Oh, you're looking at me.
Yeah, you look like you're about to say something.
I don't know. How am I going to ruin a date?
Yeah,
like, is it a first date or is it like
four words? Like,
4 words to ruin a first date.
Yeah.
Oh,
even if it was said to you or something.
Are you paying now? I don't know. I don't really go on dates that often.
All right, how about this? Have you been tested?
Cash on the nightstand?
Are you Turkish Cypriot?
Yeah.
Scotch bonnet ice cream?
You like a micropenis?
That's 5.
No, micropenis is hyphenated, dear.
Oh, that makes it 2 words then.
No, it makes it 1 word.
Why is there a hyphen then?
Oh, I'm not going to get into grammar with you right now.
Theresa May, political genius.
Okay.
Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Donald Trump's my idol.
I was going to say, yeah.
Technically 5 words, but go.
I'd suck off Trump. How about them foreigners?
It's the second time you said that tonight. You want me to leave?
Thought I swiped left.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
God, this is a lot of dead air. I'm going to cut all the dead.
No, absolutely. So we just look at them and like, not like your picture.
My friend Martin said that the other day. He saw a girl on Tinder, and then when he went on the date, it looked completely different. And he was like, he was trying to find a way to get out of it.
Yeah.
It was like so bored.
Well, to be honest, that's false advertising. You should fucking report.
It is. And I'm really, this is why I'm not on online dating. I was on Tinder briefly for like a month, because like once every year I get lonely because I'm single. And then I do this, and then either people like talk to you for 2 minutes and then they just stop. And then you get people who they take selfies and they get that really rare photo when they look amazing, but they know it's not them.
Yeah.
And they put only one picture on. And then if you happen to meet these people, you see a completely different person. And sometimes like they look really sexy and manly, and then they are like really calm, but it's like delusion. Yeah. And yeah.
Cool. Oh, in that case, then let's find the 4 words to get out of that situation where you've come to a date expecting something else, and then you've been what you've got in front of you just isn't your flavour.
Simple.
Can you?
Nope. Just storm out.
Just like throw the table up in the air. Nope. Turn around. Nope. And then just you walk up. Nope.
Nope, not one, thanks.
Or just kind of get up and just kind of look horrified and just kind of put your hand across the table as though you're going to reach for the hand and then not quite go all the way there, and just say, going to shit buckets, and then just book it.
Cool.
Shall I?
Yeah, let's do another one. Thank you for that one, Beth. That was
Should
cool.
I do one from here?
One from the community.
It's super simple in that case. If you want to get yourself out of that situation, it's like, just not into you.
Yeah.
That would fucking do it.
That's very
that'd be crushing. I mean, and also, I don't think it's that rude. Like, just not that into you isn't going, it's not on the par with going, you're a fucking pig, get out of my life.
How about give them all a wink and go, wrote you a song?
Or something about kids, about getting married on the second date.
Or just start talking. Well, hang on. Okay, so what? Something along the lines of, just putting it out there. But you and me, like, if we were like ever to marry and have kids, sex train our children. Worked fine for me. Didn't damage me at all.
Then, shall we move on?
No, hang on. He's working on something. Can he make it work? Come on.
I'm trying to cut it down to 4 words and still make sense. Hang on. Yeah, got it.
Okay, go for it.
Favour of Hitler's ideas?
I like it.
Right, let's move on. Thank you for that. That was fun.
So the next topic is from Rikard.
Hey, OG motherfucker.
What? Why is it spelled with a K?
Rikard.
His name's Rikard.
He's from Sweden.
Oh, hey. Läget? Hur är läget? All bra?
I forgot. Is it your mum that's Swedish?
My nan. Yeah, my mom's half.
Yeah.
So it makes me a quarter.
You can do math too. Look at that.
I have an
multilingual and mathematician.
Ladies, by which I mean
Rikard from
boys.
So Rikard from Sverige says, what profession should exist but doesn't?
Oh.
What professions should exist but doesn't? I mean, are we kind of looking at, is this like ideal job that doesn't exist?
Like a profession, like a profession you get paid to do.
I mean,
being me.
It needs to be realistic, I guess.
Okay, a profession that should pay money. Podcast host.
It does. Just really. For the good ones.
Not even really. Even the best ones don't really make that much money.
No, true. But I mean, enough to get by.
Yeah, Comedy Bun does all right.
On top of their other jobs, yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe savoury ice cream man.
Yeah. Yeah, damn right. We've already established that.
See what I did there?
Yeah, it's cool. Back. Yeah, look at that. We're real hosts.
Masturbator.
Chronic masturbator.
You could get paid for it if you're going to a bank, I guess.
Yeah, I know.
Not in Nat West, I mean.
Yeah, no, you're talking about sperm bank donation.
Holding up a bank with it.
Absolutely, you can get paid for that, but I'm not talking about making any sort of donations. I'm saying, like, you have a wank.
You're wanking someone off.
And then you get paid for that. No, you should have a wank. And just like, kind of, I don't know, you get up, you have a shower, you make breakfast, I don't know, you kind of put on the latest season of Rick and Morty, you watch that for a bit, and you go, oh.
See a plumber get turned on.
Fuck me, look at that, it's 11:30. I should probably go...
Take my trousers off.
Yeah. Oh, they're already off, sir. Like, well, okay, sweet, time to earn my money, flip that over, and I just sort of wank away. I mean, how would it happen, though?
It's kind of the reverse opposite of working from home.
Okay.
You get distracted by not wanking off when you should be on the computer.
I've got it. I'm talking like some sort of Truman Show of wanking. So you're always being watched.
I'll show you some campsites later.
And so, like, the money comes from, like, whatever you use to wank. Like, yeah, you get
like a
money
Twitch
from there.
stream sort of thing. So there's
wanking.
A click here to buy the porno I'm watching now.
Yeah. All right, cool. All right, so professional masturbator.
Well, yeah, no, it's almost like a review point of that. Let's play.
I mean, because there's already. I mean, the thing is with this, there are already so many jobs that shouldn't exist, but do. There are people who make shit tons of money. I mean, there's a Korean lass, South Korean lass, who makes a shit ton of money, just by live streaming her meals, and she'll like eat with people.
There's a few of those, yeah, but
they make shit tons of money, and that's
like,
insane.
But that's like Google AdWords, isn't it? They get paid through YouTube.
No, it's people will pay to have a meal with the mobile webcam, just so it's for people who want to eat a meal with someone.
Is that for introverts or something?
Almost. Oh, it's also
or the desperately lonely.
Yeah.
Or otherwise, some other thing that kind of keeps them separate from society. Yeah, I mean, because that's the thing, right? If you can figure out a service to make from any given activity, you can make a job if you're clever.
See, I can't imagine doing that with strangers, having a meal. I can't think of anything worse. Like, I found it weird just now going into VR and just being in a room with people who are also in a silly small room trying to do VR. It's like, I'm talking about the size of your rooms. Yeah. It's like, oh, this is getting way too intimate.
Oh, I need to play. Is it Playroom?
Rec Room.
Rec Room. Yeah, I need to play that. That sounds wicked.
That's fun. That was really fun. God, I'm trying to think of things that I'd enjoy, but obviously, we need to go outside that realm.
Because the thing is,
professional bubble blower.
No, they exist.
Damn it!
They're one of the street acts that you get around London. They're not blowers so much, but they'll have like a big vat of bubble liquid, and then they have these two rods with strings, kind of netted strings and whatnot, and they kind of dip those, and they just kind of swoosh those around, making shit tons of bubbles.
Yeah.
And people go fucking nuts for that, apparently. And they just give them money. Yeah. Fucking kids. Exactly.
That's a profession.
That should probably not. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that one probably shouldn't be a profession. I think we're all right with then being no professional. Oh shit, there are though, aren't there? There are professional paedophiles.
They don't get paid for
The human race is doomed. The world is terrible. Everyone should die.
Fuck the system.
How about one to make the world better?
Okay.
An alarm service that takes into context, or whatever. Basically wakes you up at the time that you need to wake up in order to get washed, get changed, and deal with all the traffic or any travel issues you're going to have in the time.
Oh, so some sort of live update.
Yeah, exactly. So it gives you
exists.
the most minutes possible in bed. You tell it how long it's going to take you, say half an hour to get ready for work, and it works out exactly.
See, now this
long it's gonna take.
I quite like that. That was a weird inflection.
Not
I quite
exactly a
like
profession,
that.
but if I was making the app or whatever.
Yeah. Because there's already the app that's kind of you put it in bed with you, and it kind of measures how much you move around.
Yeah, I tried that
in the morning.
It did seem to work.
Yeah, and it will judge when to wake
Sleep
you
cycle,
up.
I think it was
But
called.
yeah, it will match sort of the time you sort of want to get up and the time you're most susceptible, like when you're in the lighter part of your circadian rhythm.
Yeah.
It'll wake you up then, so it's easier for you to get up. So if you match that with this live update alarm service, that'd be pretty fucking cool. And it's almost kind of a shame that has to be a thing.
Yeah. I did see a weird thing online the other day it was one of those scientific studies in bunny quotes, where it was apparently waking up before 10 in the morning is actually torturous to your body.
Yeah, it changes. I've read a similar thing. There was a particular sleep expert who's come out and he said, look, I mean, at these stages in your life, here's the best time for you to be getting up. And like when you're younger, it's earlier. And then as you kind of hit the teens, it goes a bit later. So like 11's ideal. And then adult 10 is about the time you want to be getting up or starting work. I can't remember how how he couched it. And then like as you get older, that then moves earlier again. And it goes,
naturally.
Yeah. Because, there's a reason it's old people get up early.
So they can actually, well, I guess it's going back to when we needed to forage and all that kind of stuff. You got up before the stronger, bigger ones were going to take all the food or something.
Oh, interesting.
That's why, that's me putting
it's an interesting idea.
two and two together and making, I don't know, something.
A brick, a yellow one.
Yeah.
That has the letter 5, which is a number, but a letter. That's how weird it is.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, wicked. Have you got any other ideas, Chris, of jobs that should exist?
Well, I can't think of if I'm thinking realistic and not like something like a unicorn breeder, like something that's going to make my life better.
Who said anything about realistic?
Oh, well, me.
Yeah, I mean, unicorn breeder actually sounds pretty fucking sweet.
Right?
Yeah.
But one that's not a mammal, like the one that, gives birth to, it makes eggs, lays eggs.
Oh.
Okay, so your version of unicorns lay eggs?
Yeah.
Why?
Because
then I've got fucking unicorn eggs. What's not amazing about that?
That's a special phrase. No whimsy once we reach the point of unicorn eggs.
I disagree.
That is the line, sir.
No, I like it. No, fuck you, Tom. Fuck you.
Yeah, because they're going to come out colourful. And in Easter, you don't have to dye eggs,
Oh, perfect!
Thank you.
This is the perfect Easter gift. Tell me more about your unicorn hatchery, Chris.
Oh my God,
I love it.
We should actually make
amazing.
this into business. Like, we can make money.
Yeah,
but we need to find unicorns.
I did see a nice little drawing online which came out around Easter on all the social medias, which was an egg with a face on it, looking at another egg with a face on it that had been painted for Easter and went, "You look like a tart." Just the look on his face is just like, oh.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to need a lot of land because obviously we don't want to battery farm our unicorns.
I fell for
although that could lead to a possible side business in unicorn veal. And I bet that'd be fucking gorgeous.
Yeah. Yeah, because imagine if there is a unicorn giving birth to another unicorn, because it's got a horn, doesn't it? That's gonna hurt.
No. Oh, they die in childbirth. Unicorns. Yeah, it's very hard industry.
As a rule,
cesarean's the way to go.
As a rule, any given unicorn will only have one child because the unicorn babies aren't so much born as they kind of carve their way out of their mother's belly using their.
They have a John Hurt moment.
Horn. Yeah.
Oh, you just ruined it for me.
Saying that they need to be born in eggs will actually solve that problem.
This is true.
Because it'll be encased.
Fortunately, I've got
Uh,
a number of degrees in biology and
really
stuff.
Name one.
Gene splicing master.
Sexpert.
I've got a PhD in gene splicing mastery.
Dr. Turin.
Dr. Tarot. However you want to. That was my name back in the day. I had an island.
MD, BS. Yep. He's got this after his name.
I'm a BSc. BSc Christakis. Spiro. I'm so embarrassed to use that.
BSc.
Bachelor of
Social Sciences.
Yeah.
Oh, and a BFA. Because I did acting before. And I was wondering if I can use both of them. Will it make me start?
What's the FA?
It's actually BC in baccalaureate in Prague, because I did it in Prague.
And
you get it's like it's similar to a BA here.
Yeah.
So I thought maybe if I used both of those, would it make me look smarter? No, it makes you look like a dick.
It will make you look like an utter cunt.
Because it's a bachelor's and not like a master's. You didn't even manage.
Oh, yeah,
it's people who sign their emails with all those letters after the names. It's like, you're a colossal knob.
And you know what? That would be a fucking amazing way. If you did turn up to a date and it was like, oh, this is not what I was expecting. You just introduce yourself as, hello, yes, I'm Christakis Spiru, BSc, BFA. Do you know what? I'm good. I'm good. I was expecting someone else. And then they go.
I am dry and inverted.
Yeah.
I'm dry and... No, it's fine.
I was thinking about the same thing.
Bollocks.
Oh, there we are. There's another one. My teeth come out. Anyway. All right. So next up is one from the Hot Pot.
One from the host.
And this is from you, Tom.
Shit.
And we've vaguely covered this ground before, but I think there's always room for expansion. This topic is inappropriate porn parodies. Now, I have to point out the last time we covered this, we came up with American History X.
Yes,
and
we did this already.
And that was pretty gnarly.
Okay.
Got quite a few.
Trump versus Clinton.
Oh, fuck me. Oh, that'd be an amazing... That must be, surely.
Yeah, I'll guarantee.
Gay porn.
Can be.
Yeah, anything. Nixon Frost.
Yeah!
Porn parody of a film, Nixon Frost.
Frosting Nixon.
Cum shot special.
Oh, excellent.
I'm not a crook.
I am not.
Oh, don't need that noise, actually. B movie. That's in the old DreamWorks, like
yeah.
cartoon bees living in a hive thing.
Deep in the Hole, the Joseph Fritzl story. Now that would be a dark porn. But, you know, there's definitely a certain subsect of BDSM for which that would work.
Yeah?
Yeah? I mean, fantasies are dark and they're allowed to be dark.
Don't want a yucky yum, but Joseph Fritzl deserves to have his yuck yummed. I mean, yum yucked, even.
I've got one, but I don't know if it's appropriate to say.
It's inappropriate porn parody, so go for it.
Go for your life, mate.
I don't know if that... I mean, people are going to think I'm really twisted.
You are really twisted. We already think that. I'm sure the listeners will agree.
Have you watched the movie 12 Years a Slave?
Yes.
Okay.
Imagine what kind of a slave you can be with those actors. Like, I was fantastic. Every single time I watch this movie, like, in my head, there's dicks flying around.
What film do you watch when it not think there's dicks flying around?
Hardly nothing.
Yeah.
I'm always thinking. No, I'm not always thinking about sex. No.
Has anyone done a porn of The Passion yet?
What, Passion of what?
Passion of Christ.
Yeah, I imagine that line comes up a lot.
Fuck my stigmata.
Oh my god, no.
Has that? I mean, I'm genuinely interested. I'm gonna if we have to break quickly,
no,
I want to know.
Do you know what the VK.com website is? Which is, it's like a Russian version of Facebook, and I had it when I was in Prague. It was quite popular. And the thing is, there's so much porn there. It's free to watch. So when you want to search for like a song or a movie,
there we go. The Passion of the Christ gets a gay porn redo.
No.
Oh, but it's riffing on, I think, more so Mel Gibson's. Yeah. It's referencing Mel Gibson's particular take on it.
I was going to say, is it directed by him as well?
So yeah, with that website, you want to watch a movie, but every single thing you search for, like Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, there's always a parody, a porn parody of every single film.
Yeah,
it's all Russian based.
They should be.
And they're all like homemade Russian or whatever.
It's rule 34, dude. If it exists, there is a porn of it.
Yeah.
But like we got to find things that maybe. Oh, do you know what would be worse than the Passion? The Nativity.
Little donkey, come to Mary on a dusty sphincter.
Oh man, when the three wise men turn up, things get lit.
Put down that frankincense.
Or Nigella Lawson cooking dusty muffins.
Oh, Nigella Lawson is its own porn parody.
She's quite,
Rita saw Nigella for the first time ever, like a couple of weeks ago, and it was just like, oh, she's very sexy. Like, yeah, you should see her fucking TV show. Fuck me, that director knew what he was doing.
Yes. Hang on, fuck, it left me. Damn, not even drinking, and I've got a fucking butterfly mind. That's so Oh, that was a fucking good one as well.
Yeah.
The Football Factory.
I'd watch that.
Yeah, that'd be an interesting one.
Or Les Miserables.
I mean, that's got to.
That's probably
that must exist.
Yeah.
Right. Well, dry.
I mean, going further down the biblical. Oh yeah, I mean that's not inappropriate. That's just fucking hot. However, Audition would be weird. A porn parody of Audition.
There's moments of that are kind of a bit porny.
Yeah. Well, I mean, every time she sticks a needle into him, she takes a quick dip on the cock. That's sort of it. Actually, no, that sounds hot. Oh god! And then when the dude gets chucked, the dude in the sack.
Yeah, that's the scene that came into my mind.
Yeah,
God, that film. Ugh.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Oh damn! Why did that one have to run away?
3 men and a baby.
2.5 Men.
Oh god, this is some sort of nugget porn, isn't it?
Yeah, midget. Yeah, midget porn.
Oh god.
Oh, that must exist.
What? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Midget. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Are they called little people now these days?
I
don't want to offend anyone.
This is getting inappropriate.
Well, that's the topic.
Yeah.
You asked for it.
I think we should move on. We've done this enough.
Yeah.
That was fun, though.
Yep.
Thank you, Tom, for that one.
You're
welcome.
Nice one, dude.
And so one from the community chest. What we got?
Okay. Oh, this one's printed. Captain Sickbeard.
You alright, Dom?
All right, Dom.
With the multiverse theory that there is an infinite number of PTP?
Okay, so our podcast, there's an infinite number in alternate realities.
What do you think multiverse hosts are talking about or doing?
Same shit, different day, innit?
Yeah, pretty much. But in the multiverse theory, there's going to be at least one that's really good, that is making money. How?
Like, might have
one with more than like 400 listeners.
Yeah, and I don't know, it probably doesn't involve us, to be fair.
Yeah. It's the comedy button. You can get it in this universe.
You okay there, Chris? You appear to have stalled.
Yeah, it's a caffeine.
Yeah, I know. It really slows you down, doesn't it?
Yeah. I can't think of anything.
I don't know what
PTP means.
I've got one.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there will be one single universe where there aren't planes constantly flying over the shed. Every time we call silence to get a nice little noise level, there won't be a plane flying over.
Maybe you should move into a soundproof studio.
Yeah, maybe.
Can
you buy me one?
Sure.
Look, I've bought egg crates from work so I can make some baffling. I've got a stack of egg
4.
crates. There's more than 4.
Oh, there's 5.
Yeah, maybe. I'm going to get there.
It's a process, Chris. Soon we shall have a fully baffled ceiling.
There's a lot of eggs.
Which will make no difference
To be honest,
sound.
what is it called? A crate of eggs? What's it called?
Or
whatever. You need, it's so cheap.
Carton.
Like £2, you can buy like 50 of them and then just do your job.
I get these for free from work, so.
Yeah.
Nah.
Screw you then.
To know, like.
So going with the multiverse theory, that means there's a dark timeline, PTP, where we're all evil, and like how does that change? How does that change the show when we're all evil?
We support Trump.
Or do we go further? Are we all like avid Putin? Oh, I know. It's okay. So is this like maybe like a North Korea support cast?
Putin podcast, PTP.
Yeah. Do you think the jihadists have a podcast?
No, everyone has a podcast.
It's rule 35 of the internet.
Yeah. If it exists, there's a podcast of it.
There is. There really fucking is. There's one that I've been actually interested in, which is a rewatching of Twin Peaks that's just come out. Where they literally just rewatch all of Twin Peaks. Sounds like fun to me.
Yeah, I still need to watch that last fucking episode.
David Lynch.
I've seen everything but the first season.
Actually,
I've seen everything but the last episode.
To be honest, the last episode didn't really add that much, and after that, it's not worth watching. Second season's not that good.
So you shouldn't firewalk with him. Okay, fair enough.
No, if you're going to watch any more of a similar vein, go for is it Blue Velvet, Blue Moon? I can't remember the name of the film.
Oh,
David Lynch again. Yeah. That's good.
Or just play Deadly Premonition.
Yeah, done.
Anyway,
back to it. Multiverse PTP, one where actually we're kind of doing it tonight. We're doing a fucking podcast where we're not drinking. There
is that. I've got it. I've got the dark timeline.
Go for it.
PTP. We're all adorable Asian girls.
Kawaii cast.
Like the Kawaii Illuminati in full swing.
How boring.
Sorry?
How boring.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I find that really boring.
Well,
what are they
it's talk so about? Attractive because no one can resist.
Yeah, no.
I can.
Chris, unfortunately, you may have missed out on that particular long-running joke.
Unless it's like,
so don't worry about it.
I'll show you some lady beard later. You'll get it.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, to be fair, it is pretty boring. But we don't care.
They're like baby metal podcast.
No, that's basically what it would be. That is exactly what it'd be. Like Lady Beard would host it.
Kimi would host it.
Actually, that's got me wondering. I mean, so that to test that new law of the internet, if it exists, there's a podcast of it. Is there a Kawaii Core?
Absolutely,
podcast? There
must be.
That's gonna require some searching.
There's at least 3 bands, although 2 of them have had Ladybeard in them at some point.
Of course, Lady Baby doesn't exist anymore. He's now with a new band. Isn't he?
It's Deadlift Lolita.
Oh, Deadlift Lolita. Oh, fuck me. That is such a good name.
Yeah.
That is such a good name.
And they are adorable. Oh, they're so funny.
Fuck me. I need to go watch some of their stuff.
Yeah.
When we're done here.
That's your night sorted.
That is my night sorted. I'm going to be writing up more D&D campaign and listen to Deadlift.
Listening to Deadlift Lolita.
Fuck it. Should we just move on?
Yeah.
The dark timeline, one where we have more than Captain Sickbeard and Rikard writing. No, it's a joke, guys. Although writing some topics and weed those fuckers out.
Yeah, this show does get downloads. It does get downloads. There are listeners out there, so yeah.
Somewhere. I know who you are.
Yeah. Make yourself known.
It's lovely that you listen, but
go to the pottoppicpodcast.com and submit a topic. Give us some shit to mull over. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, why not? One from the host then. It's me, isn't it?
It is you. Shall we have one from Pol Pot?
Very well done, mate. Yes, one
Let's do it.
Audio topic. So it's going to be from Cai. Can you grab die for me? And it's going to be a 2, 4, 6. Well, roll at 8-sider.
Okay.
Which means I haven't deleted one from last time, so I'll probably end up playing the same one again.
Okay. And
sorry about all this.
How does 7 suit you?
The microphone. 7. Let's go with that. Oh man, it helps if you take your phone off of airplane mode when you're trying to connect to the internet, doesn't it? I do that every fucking time.
Right, okay. In the meantime,
no. Here we go. Yep.
Swap drinks with the person on your left and an item of clothing with the person on your right.
You cunt.
So coffee.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. What?
I don't really want to drink this.
Cherry Pepsi to Chris.
Oh shit! You've given me now.
There's no alcohol in this.
It's bad enough that I've been drinking decaf coffee. It's now
Actually, Chris, I've got a nasty cold. Don't drink.
It's now decaf coffee with fucking milk.
You two swap. I'll keep my own drink.
Okay, item of clothing.
Yeah, I'll definitely do that one though.
Cool. I'm going to give you, Chris.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll swap you.
Hang on. If we play our cards right, one of us is going to be naked.
This is getting interesting. It's my kind of topic.
All right, cool. I'll tell you what. I'll leave it.
This is like one of those puzzles on an RPG where you've got to try and work out the exact combination to do one.
And as the one wearing the least clothes, I think it's probably going to be me.
What sock?
You want a sock? All right, sweet. I'll swap it for your headband.
Because oh yeah, forgot about that.
Oh wait, no, we're going round the table.
Sorry?
We've got to swap with the person on your right.
Oh,
so if we
item of
swap,
clothing.
Yeah, okay. So
we're gonna keep.
Yeah,
swapping.
so that way round, but
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. And then I give you this.
Tom now wears a very fetching headband.
right. So I've got a thing of something interesting here because I'm literally just wearing a hoodie, t-shirt, and jeans.
I'm just gonna wear this sock on my head.
Oh, gross! This could be the album art.
Holy fuck, you look like the hippiest motherfucker in the world.
Wicked. I found a new look. Thanks. Well, I think you should have something on your head as well. So there you go. There's my belt.
I get a belt. Okay, cool. Oh, maybe I'll keep all the fucking leaking brain goo in.
It's already warmed for you.
Thank you. Is it going to do up tight enough? That's the question. And we are good. Okay, cool. Sexcellence?
Perfect.
Yeah, we'll go with sexcellence.
Right, we'll take a picture later and we'll have that as the album art so you can have proof that something happened at least. Not as sexy as I was hoping, guys. I'm disappointed, but
I am quite a fan of the sock on Chris's head.
yeah, that's pretty good. He's almost got an emo flick going on there. All right, cool. Thank you for that one, Cai.
That was very good.
I didn't swap drink. No, that would just be mean giving someone a virus for the second time today.
Okay, sweet. Nice. Tom, so one from the hot pot then.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Oh god, why do people put milk in shit?
Oh. Yeah, why? I don't even like milk.
Then why have you done it?
Because,
Disgust me.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, hang on. We've got that fucking cafetiere, haven't we?
Oh, you can just demilkify it a little bit.
Top that shit up.
Black coffee is the way forward.
It's pretty good.
Says the man who milked his coffee.
So
You are an enigma wrapped in a question, couched in stupid.
Thanks.
Shall we?
And now I've got his pretty headband, so he's not even got that. Right, so this one is from Beth again. On fire. And this one is best worst accents in films, TVs, and games.
Oh, fuck. Do you know what? I, at work, have, I've taken in my PS3, of late, and I have a copy of The Saboteur, which was the last game by, the studio Pandemic. And I love it. It remains like one of my, favorite games I've ever played. It's open world. You play an Irishman, and, he is going around, France during the Resistance. And he's blowing up Nazi shit. And the really cool kind of style conceit of the whole game is that when the Nazis have full occupation on an area, everything's in black and white. Everything's completely black and white.
Yeah.
Only the red on the Nazi uniforms show up, or maybe if there is a resistance member around, there'll be the blue of their scarf.
Yeah.
And there'll be the yellow of the lights in the windows. Now, when you reckon up Nazi shit in an area, it does the whole thing where people feel enlivened, the resistance comes through, and so colour literally comes to the world. So that part of Paris is now in colour. Yeah. That's really cool. But fuck me, some of the accents in that game are hysterical. Yeah. There is the first basically the dude who kind of starts the resistance, called Luke. He is so if you imagine the kid from the South Park movie, the mole.
Yeah, the mole.
The mole. So
shit, I hate dogs.
Yeah. Only it's a grown man. It's we must stop these dogs. We shall release Paris from the mirror. And it's fucking hell. This is, it is best worst. For sure. I love it to pieces.
My best worst, actually, from video games as well, of course it's me, is Fable. Everyone in that game is a bloody country bumpkin. And when they're calling you because you earn titles in those games, so someone will go around and go, "You're right there, you chicken kicker." Fucking fantastic. Yes, I love this world.
Oh man, Fable 2 was a great game.
Fable 2 was awesome. That dog Doe.
That dog.
You had a little dog that would roam around and with you be your companion. Oh, it was so cool.
It's no dog meat, but it was still pretty great.
I think it's better than dog meat.
Fuck off. No, there's no dog better than dog meat.
What else?
I guess, are we talking about video games or television and film?
All of them. Any media, basically.
I mean, a lot of British actors trying to do an American accent in Hollywood or TV series.
Fuck, I've got one like that. Christian Bale in Reign of Fire.
Exactly.
When he goes all Cockney.
Really?
Yeah, it's so funny.
or vice versa. Americans doing a British accent.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah.
I love Bridget Jones. I love the films. But she's from Texas. What's her name? Renee Zellweger.
Yeah.
But I'm because I'm not British and I don't have a British accent.
Yeah.
But I can understand, I get that doesn't really sound British.
It's not far off.
Yeah, it's not far off. Actually, it's okay, but, there's, I remember talking to Björn about this once, and he's like, at some point, she's supposed to be from this part of London, but some things she say sound either really posh or, South London or whatever. Yeah. So it's not, consistent.
I really love Americans trying to do British accents when they just sound like Australians.
Yeah.
Always.
I mean, as a rule, a lot of Brits doing American accents can really fall wide of the mark, but I also tend to find Brits, as a rule, will do American better than Americans will do British.
Yeah.
I only just learned today. It's the first time I'd ever seen her outside of acting. I only just learned that Gillian Anderson is English.
Yeah.
She is English as fuck.
Yeah.
Her accent was wicked.
Yeah, no, she was really good in X-Files.
Fuck me. Oh god. I saw her on she was it was an episode of Top Gear actually. And I just seeing her be herself, I fell in love.
She's even sexier English.
She's fucking amazing. Oh my god, she's adorable. And then you've got who's the dude from Walking Dead, the dude who plays Rick.
I have no idea.
He's English, and I didn't know for ages until somebody pointed out, that's an English actor, and his accent is brilliant. But the one that really tends to get me is when you have English actors in American shows, And they've obviously been told, look, your English isn't English enough. Can you English it up more English? And every now and then you'll get like, an English accent in a show. And they're doing like such the most stereotypical, oh yeah, all right, governor, sort of.
Cool, blimey.
Yeah.
Oh, do you know what you reminded me just now?
What's that?
What the fuck is the name of the film? It's not Mary Poppins, is it?
Dick Van Dyke and Mary Poppins.
That's the guy.
Step in time.
Yeah, I when I saw the film, obviously I thought he was English. I thought that sounds really gross.
Oh, it's awful.
Really bad.
Dick
And
Van
then I
Dyke
just
is
found
awful.
out that he's actually American. I was like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But really bad.
Trying to think best. I saw a clip of Anthony Hopkins doing, and this was during his like heavy drinky Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what it was. He was playing Hitler, and there's this scene of him losing his shit, and that accent, that whole performance is just, it's art in just the worst possible way. It's beautiful. It really is. And like you can see snatches of it every now and then. Like it's one of my favourite reactions of all time is in the first Thor movie where Thor and Loki or something, they've done something, there's some argument in the throne, and then Odin, Anthony Hopkins, says blah blah blah, no, and then Thor makes a response, and Odin's response is "Nah!" It's like, yes.
I've got a good one as well. Usual Suspects. You know the famous lineup scene. It's all improvised, and it was the best take they could get, and they're all laughing because Del Toro didn't do his accent in front of everyone before that scene. That was the first thing they shot. So it's this, yeah, I'm flipping for real. What you So that guy in the booth is going, and in English?
Do you know, I actually I thought of something just now. Marion Cotillard, which is one of my absolute favorite actresses. She played, you know Marion Cotillard, she played Edith Piaf in La Vie en Rose. She got an Oscar for it. She's one of the best actresses alive today.
Yeah.
And she's only like 40 years old, not even 39. She, like, I absolutely adore her acting skills are second to none. But when she plays, she played a movie, she did a movie recently, where she played somebody from the Bronx. Mm-hmm. And
that's a hard accent.
And yeah, and you could tell, like, you can tell that it's like fake because she had like the whole like twist or whatever in the accent, but you could tell she's French, and that ruined it for me. And I was like, oh, you know, this is annoying because I know her acting is so good and I want to enjoy this film, but that just puts me off.
I was just trying to think.
There are so many. I don't know. Like at some point, I may be listening back to this and I'll be kicking myself, going, "Why the fuck didn't you say that?" Because you know that's hysterical. Yeah. I've got nothing. The only other thing that jumps to mind is again, I'm sure I've said it before, but I've always loved Billy Joe's from Green Day. His description of his accent, which is he describes him as sounding like an American doing an impression of an Englishman doing an impression of an American.
Oh fuck! That reminds me. Hello, hello.
Oh yeah,
the old British sitcom.
Is that something like Cheers, isn't it?
No, Hello Hello was like
like
French.
very old.
It's during World War II. It's
René.
Yes,
that's the one.
And it's I will say this only once. Or the fucking police officer who comes in. Good morning, because he's supposed to be a French. Well, he's supposed to be an Englishman posing as a Frenchman. So it's kind of a misinterpretation of what French would sound like if it was English.
I think it's brilliant.
Yeah, it's fucking
really
beautiful.
clever.
Good morning.
That was in Catherine's Aid. I remember that.
I fucking love Hello Hello.
Yeah. And do you know what? Pretty much any cartoon German accent will have me in stitches.
Yeah.
Especially like on the camper end of things. It's like, oh, Klaus, have you seen my handy?
Dude, where's my car? Start one.
Yeah.
Right, cool. I think we covered that.
Yeah.
Bish bash bosh. Done. Bish bash bosh Beth. One from the community.
Yeah, one from the community, please, Chris.
is in Hebrew. No, it's upside down.
Oh, there we go.
CSB.
All right, Dom, Captain Sickbeard says...
What government watch list... No, what government watch list does each... I can't read.
I'm going to guess it's each one of us. What government watch list are we on?
Oh, yeah, that is exactly it. Yes. Dom asks, which government watch list do you think you are on, Chris?
Well, after this podcast goes out, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a sex offenders list.
Why does everybody think that about me?
Because the words have come out your mouth.
Come. Yeah, probably that.
I'm not interesting enough.
No, you're very interesting.
No, I'm really not interested. I'm really not interested. This is the thing, right? Anytime people get all shitty about, internet privacy, they've got all my things, no, I've got to protect my privacy online, they could be spying on me. It's like, yeah, no, you're right, they could. They're not. You're not interesting. I'm not interesting enough. I don't really do anything particularly interesting. So I'm not.
It's kind of the same way I've always seen it.
Yeah, I'm not, unless that's the false sense of security. And in fact,
Illuminati.
Yeah, is that government? Is that a government watch list?
They're above the government, mate.
Oh, shit, maybe
they are the law.
Maybe they've infected the oh shit!
Infected? They are.
They are the government. But that can't. No, that does work. That completely pans out, because you would absolutely have something as terrible as Theresa May if you wanted the rest of the world to if you wanted the country to embrace the wonder and gloriousness of the adorable, and think no more on it. Shit, They're in there, Tom. They're in there,
Ratwoman
and
corpse.
they know,
that's the one to do.
and they know all about us. Fuck, we should have kept our mouths shut.
Yeah. Don't know. Let's think. Probably at this point it's going to be like piracy for me, just given my misgivings in my youth.
Yeah.
I must be on there somewhere.
Who's submitted this question? The government, or is it like, because I feel like we're just giving too much away.
Whatever. It's in my past, the whole piracy thing. I pay for things now. I've got money.
Yes.
Okay.
Not that I'm rolling in it.
Balling.
But I'm no longer... I feel morally corrupt when I'm downloading music for free now.
Yeah,
I don't do it, so...
I don't know, it's possible, maybe some sort of sex offendy watch list. I mean, there are definite times when I was younger and using Kazaa Lite ++, and the video I thought I was downloading was not that video. It was not that video at all. Can't scrub that from my memory.
Anyone who's ever typed 4chan into a search bar is probably on some kind of watch list at this point.
We're all sex offenders.
I mean, no,
sex offender? I hardly know. Sorry.
Well, yeah, no. I mean, technically, absolutely. I had sex with people under the age, while I was also under the age. But to the letter of the law, that makes me an offender. So it's all very possible.
Okay.
And also, I should point out that they are also the same under the age as me. I wasn't like 15 and like gunning for 11-year-olds.
That's what you say now.
It's got to cover that back. I've got to cover the back.
What watch lists are there that we don't know about, which are secret? What could they possibly be tracking of interest?
Well, I mean, given our massive listenership, they might be looking at us for a potential propaganda outlet.
Cult status. We got cult status.
We've got definite cult status. Are you shitting me?
The most cult, the most underground, not listening to.
And we've proved we can stay the distance. We got the tenacity. We've gone 2 years. We're into our 3rd season where we're trying new things, such as not drinking. So
watch out. Watch list.
I mean, maybe that's it. After this one goes live, they're going to go, oh shit, they've stopped drinking. They're going to become aware. Right, keep an eye on them, chaps.
Do we have a colour warning spectrum? Shit, they're sober. Red. New topic?
Yeah, I'm getting a new topic as we speak.
Right, one from the host.
It's got a H on the outside. And it's from Beth.
Fuck me.
What aren't I allergic to? What aren't you allergic to? Or, I don't know how to read that. Is that what aren't you allergic to? Or what aren't you allergic to? Most things. I'm pretty fortunate in that. It turns out I'm reasonably allergic, or at least, I don't know if allergic, but maybe somewhat intolerant to, floor tiles.
Yes. Only your head is.
Applied directly to the head whilst unconscious. Yeah. Maybe. So, but we're talking about things we aren't allergic to.
So as a child, as a baby, I was given penicillin or some kind of penicillin anyway. And apparently I came up in a rash and had a big allergic reaction to it. A few years ago, I was in a doctor's office and they were trying to give me antibiotics for something. Can't remember. Honest. And I was given a prescription for some kind of amoxicillin or something. I don't know. And I went, oh, no, sorry, I'm allergic to penicillin. Looked at the notes and was like, yeah, probably not anymore. You're a baby. So I'm probably not allergic to penicillin.
Oh, okay, cool. Did they try you on it, or
they went, oh, all right, and almost begrudgingly printed me another what they call prescription.
I am not allergic, unlike you, Tom, to whimsy. I love me some whimsy, some yum whimsy.
Come up in a nasty rash.
You do. You come up in a nasty rash.
Shaped like beavers on unicorns' faces.
There we go. Oh, God, look at you. Oh, you're glowing. No, you're not. You're turning red. You're swelling at the throat, Tom.
EpiPen quick.
Oh, no, actually, is that a swelling? No, it's not. Oh, no, you're just having a throat burst of tiny little John Hurts.
Is that a swelling, or are you just pleased to see me?
No, it's a parasitic infection. You're all going to die on this space station.
I'm not allergic to hitting the stopwatch, but I'm trying to avoid it if I can.
To hitting the stop?
And making it start again. We time these shows, and I'm very bad at that. Just to be safe.
So what about you, Chris?
I'm not allergic
to cock.
You know me. I'm not allergic to things other than the things that I'm allergic to.
Oh, wow.
There we go. We
Fantastic.
nailed it.
I mean, clearly not allergic to wisdom there.
Nah.
That was sage, bruv.
Thank
you. It was
you.
fucking sage.
I take that as a compliment. Was it? I'll take
yes.
All right, fuck you, Beth. Right, thank you. That's enough of that one.
Cool.
Let's have something else. So one from community.
Fuck it. I mean, as we're flying through them, should we just have another
Cai one?
Yeah, let's have another one.
Let's have a Cai.
Let's have a Cai indeed.
Roll me a die.
I love the word die, but plural is
Dice.
dies. Why isn't like mice, Mao, and it's mouse?
Species.
Well, that's another 7 again.
Well, roll a 6-sider at this point.
Okay, cool. That's got 7 twice. Tom, next time you play D&D, make sure you use spells that need a D8 roll. That's a 6. Fuck me, I am rolling like a demon
When
tonight.
it don't matter, yeah.
Yeah, when it doesn't doesn't work for shit.
Cool. Cai, what you got?
What do you wish more people gave a shit about?
Holy fuck.
I'm going to say the KI again.
The KI?
Quiet Illuminati, just to get in there. Get in there quick, get it out of the way. We've mentioned it enough. Let's move on.
Like, literally fucking everything.
Sorry, what was the question? I spaced out for a second.
Yeah, what do you wish people gave more of a shit about? Like, I wish people gave more of a shit about the environment. I wish they gave more of a shit about the state of politics. Not just on like a national or local, but on like a global scale. I wish people gave more a shit about, their fellow man. I think that's probably the biggest one.
Careful you don't fall off that soapbox, mate. No, you're quite right though.
You covered 2 of the things I had in mind. One is the environment, global warming. I wish people would just care a bit more. And probably like relationships.
How do you mean? What, caring about their relationship?
As in, I'm
not
like,
taking them for granted.
If you're like fully in love with somebody and you want to have a relationship, like respect that and don't like go around and have like secrets and stuff.
Well, yeah, I think secrets is the big
I know,
word there. There are lots of different relationship types and lots of different ways of working a relationship, but kind of once you have established how that relationship functions, fucking sticking to that and caring about it. Yeah, no, okay, I get that. What's the other one? The big one, I think the biggest one I've got at the moment is I wish people gave more of a shit about the erosion, not the erosion, kind of the still blooming tendency towards anti-intellectualism.
Yeah.
I mean, more than anything, that gets my fucking goat.
It's so fucking dangerous.
It is lethal. It is actually lethal. And I don't know where it's come from. Because all that intellectualism that you're now going, nope, fucking Earth is flat, chemtrails, it's all because of foreigners. No, I'm not going to listen to you fucking experts. Like, every advance has come from intellectuals sitting around at some point going, do you know what? That works. Let's give that one a try. You know, and obviously there are missteps. There are always missteps, but just kind of the swell in it of late, and like the kind of growing trend to what is commonly referred to as post-truth politics. Is like as in like post-truth politics, Chris. It would be like it's the form of politics where facts isn't what matters. It's not what matters. It's how people feel and respond.
Public opinion.
It's going for the populist vote.
I love the fact you assumed I didn't know about this.
You were just looking at me kind of blank.
No, I was looking at you because every single thing you said tonight is about politics. I think you've got Theresa May like issues.
Well, you know,
the world has Theresa May issues. The fact she exists.
But yeah, I didn't know.
Well played, sir.
Yeah, no, I mean that one really gets me. And I think the only logical response to it is for every person who behaves like that, they should just have like their fucking smartphones taken away. They should have their guns taken away. They should have their cars taken away. Knock their houses down. Go live in a cave. And
it's that game where the fascists were all black and white.
I'm not saying permanently.
You know, just put them in a nice little friendly camp or something and be fine.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like,
I completely
then they'll be surrounded by all their friends.
I think the one thing I think people should give more of a shit about is not giving a shit about something.
So deep.
No, it's not true.
Yeah. Oh, yes. I should give. Yeah.
It's kind of completely juxtaposing what you said already.
No. And there's the other thing is that there are people tend to really give a shit about stuff that is largely inconsequential.
Yeah.
As well, which is, I don't know. I always see it as the safe bet. Right. The less it matters, the less likely you are to be opposed. You can go on your merry little way with your cute little opinion and feel important. So,
I suppose related to that is also the feeling that I have that planning something ruins it.
Planning?
Yeah, so plan A, wing it.
Yeah.
I think people should give a shit about winging it more.
Yes.
Be spontaneous, go do something fun if you feel like doing something fun. Otherwise, relax about it.
Yeah.
Don't feel like you're wasting your time doing whatever you're doing or nothing.
Yeah, just so long as at some point you take the opportunity to fucking, oh, fuck it, I'll wing that instead.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm totally with you.
Go with a whim.
It's going to be one of the most important life lessons I will ever teach my children is, as you grow up, it's important you know, no one has a fucking clue what they're doing. They're all making it up as they go along. Don't worry about planning too much.
Yeah.
Just kind of go for it.
Seize the day.
Cool.
Or not.
Or not.
Sweet. So actually, I quite like that. If there's one thing if there's one thing we think people should give more shit about, it's plan A.
Wing it.
Cool.
Right. What we got, Chris?
Yes. Greggles.
Hey.
Ooh.
If you were to move out of London, where in the UK would you go and why? Does it? Oh,
yeah. We've not done an internal UK one. I don't
No,
think.
do you know what?
We've had this similar topic.
I've got 2 places I actually did think about moving to last year, and I might still do for a while. I'm still doing it. I'm planning hopefully next year to just go for like a month to in the middle of nowhere in Wales, where there's just green, so I can just be me and my creativity. And the other thing is, if I had the money to buy a house, I'd buy a house in Sandbanks.
Sandbanks?
Why in particular there?
I don't know. It just feels really, to me, it feels really exotic, and I love the idea of like a beach house, and on the beach, obviously. Mm-hmm. But it's really quite a nice town. There's like cute places to go and eat. It's quiet.
Yeah.
You feel safe. But then again, yeah, it's either Sandbanks or Edinburgh, probably.
Edinburgh's a good call.
Yeah. Scotland in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
There are a lot of places.
Edinburgh's lovely.
Yeah. Edinburgh sounds sweet. Do you know what? Even places with like really shitty reps, like Aberdeen, I went there. Aberdeen was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I could definitely spend more time there. Glasgow, also pretty cool. Mm-hmm. Obviously, I didn't go to the really gnarly bits. I was kind of central there. But you know, Stirling, I've met a couple of people who grew up in Stirling in Scotland. They had nice things to say about it. I've heard good things about Bristol.
Bristol.
Yeah, Bristol. It's as a city, it's one of the big cities of the West. Mm-hmm. So not only do you get the lovely Bristolian accent,
Forceps,
but you there's quite it's quite an arty sort of place. There's quite. I've met a lot of people who come from there, and they're all fucking sound. Some, people might describe some of the subculture there as crusty subculture. Mm-hmm. There's a little bit of that, but there's a bit of rave, there's a bit of this, there's a bit of that. It just everything.
Actually, I've been to a rave in Bristol.
Nice. It's just everything I've heard. It just sounds like, kind of a microcosm, London-like microcosm.
Yeah, I think mine's probably similar to that actually. Brighton.
Yeah.
So again, but the main reason is they sort of have that self-hating thing as well that Londoners have. They live there, it's cool, it's nice, and then it has its slight hipstery edge that everyone hates at the same time as being an absolute hipster.
I think it's overrated, Brighton.
I don't know, like, every time I've spent any long time there, I've kind of enjoyed myself and been more as a local rather than going there and getting messed up and coming home the next morning. But other than that, like, just moving out to the country sounds nice.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's the important thing. If I was going to move anywhere that wasn't London, it'd have to have that balance of, hey, yeah, look, there's some really nice countryside, but also here's a nice urban bit as well, where there is like the nightlife, there is kind of the kind of urban social, or sort of not urban. Let's go metropolitan aspect to it.
Yeah.
I adore both, so I'd have to have both.
Yeah, I think being able to drive actually helps out a lot, because you could literally just drive 2 hours in any direction.
Yeah.
From London and find something nice and green and pretty, but not Surrey.
Not Surrey
shit.
I think that's, to me, is the green, because growing in Cyprus, there's not much green there. Only if you go like up in the mountains and
something.
And then I'm attracted to the whole like fields of green.
Yeah.
Because we don't have that, never had that in Cyprus.
Yeah, I mean, something deepest, darkest Kent, like Tenterden or something like that, like where you still have like the village shop and all that kind of stuff. But pubs close at 11, you're out, but you might get a lock in.
I mean, it might be quite fun to spend a little time living in, say, like the Isle of Man. And I'd just be there as like, I'd be kind of a postmodern bard, and I'd tell stories of, and on the streets you will find homeless people of white, and there are people of different coloured skins.
A racketeur of those less reached areas.
And there are clubs, there are these establishments where men can go and buy a drink, and the men will go home with other men, and they will have sex as though man and wife. And I think I could probably make a killing in in the Isle of Man, just with my weird witchy fairy tales.
There's another really cool place actually, because it's I don't know, is Channel Islands part of the UK?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
right. So because it's closer to France, so it's
Guernsey,
yeah.
I'd
like to move there because it's so isolated. Like sometimes I think about, obviously, yeah, if I had the money to buy somewhere, and if like isolated places like that where you can be by yourself and like you and your creativity.
Oil rig.
What?
Oh yeah,
oil rig.
Basically a platform out at sea, just on your own.
Oh yeah, which is like a state.
Sealand.
Yeah,
Sealand,
you can get like a like what's it called? Like when you own a state. You become
a title.
Title,
yeah. You can buy titles for Sealand. Yeah. Of the British Isles, of the Channel Isles, the one that's always interested me, that I've always been like, I'd quite like to check out, is the Isle of Scilly.
Oh yeah,
which people don't really mention much, but it's kind of right off the tip of Cornwall.
Yeah,
and it's supposed to be kind of one of the hottest places in the UK. Like the weather's always lovely, and that sounds like that might be interesting to check out.
Oh, that reminds me, actually, Cornwall. I could happily live in Cornwall.
Oh, really?
Absolutely.
Oh, God, you'd have so much fun listening to the locals gripe about how Cornwall was actually his own nation.
Yeah.
Just cut us off at the Tamar. That's all we want. Oh, please tell me again, Krusty Joe. Tell me again. Oh, another scrumpy for Krusty Joe. Please tell me all about your rich history, you sea-wrecking son of a bitch.
Anywhere that you could buy scrumpy that has to be passed through a sock before drinking it. That's the kind of place for me. Another pasty, please, sir.
I've yet to try an actual Cornish pasty.
Go to Bude. There's a good pasty shop in
Is there?
Bude. Yeah, absolutely.
Disgusting things. I've tasted it twice.
You shut your dirty mouth.
Have you
shut your dirty mouth.
A proper old school, like, no longer traditional, but the origins of a pasty where you had meat on one side and then custard and jam in the other.
No.
Yeah, try that.
I mean,
mate.
no thanks.
Oh, really?
They're weird.
How is that even interesting?
Well, okay, so to give you the history of the pasty.
No, please.
No, it's an interesting history. Like the reason it was developed is it was supposed to be, this is a meal that you can put in a bag and take down the mines with you. And kind of the roll of pastry at the end, like the thick just pastry, that wasn't supposed to be eaten. That was ideal for sooty hands. So the rest of it could be munch without getting soot on it. And then you just got this crust that you can fuck off. But the idea was, just have an entire meal in a thing. A fucking brilliant solution to a problem.
Some British engineering right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Makes me want to throw up. Just the idea of it, half jam, half meat.
Oh yeah, they're separate. You got your main meal, you got your pudding.
What's wrong with that? Have you never had like marmalade and bacon?
No.
Oh, dude, you should. It's fucking amazing.
This is why you guys have really shit.
No.
English cuisine.
No. It's fucking brilliant. It's awesome. Oh, fuck you. I mean, obviously you've had like honey roasted ham before.
He's coming from
Animal should go with aubergine and no other fruit.
Fucked up.
Right, cool.
How are we doing?
I think we got time for maybe one more.
All right, sweet. I believe, is that one from...
Yes.
Community?
Community.
Okay. Is it? Yeah, it is. The last one was from Greg, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, here we go.
Last topic of the night. Drum roll, please.
Oh, no.
Is it long?
Aussie Dan.
Yeah.
Asks.
Yeah. Anticipation.
Oh, no. Obesity. It's a problem. That's all I've got to say. The people who
some would say it's a large problem.
I mean, the people are large and they say they're happy being large. Then fine, fuck it, whatever. I really don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I don't mind. But for the most part, it's just. I mean, I'm not even saying you need to be skinny.
It's painful seeing people struggle with it and be moved to depression because they are obese. That's the sadness of it. That's the problem.
When it comes, because my mom, like, she's better now, but she, like, 5 years ago, she was obese. She went through a very, like, depressed time and then she found comfort in like eating. And since I was really young, I've always had this in my head. When I saw an obese woman, I always felt sympathy because I associated with what my mom was going through. But every single time I see a man who is obese, nothing. Like I feel that that's a problem.
That's just social conditioning, isn't it? It's like horrible.
It's really bad. Like, just take care of your diet. That's it.
I mean,
easier said than done. Isn't it?
There's a lot that goes into it. I think one of the biggest problems is the treatment of. I'm not saying like medical treatment of. I'm saying kind of social treatment of obesity. I don't know. It's kind of one of those things that mental health is at the moment kind of having a kind of upsurge in support. People are, because thanks to the internet, more and more people are coming out and saying, yeah, no, I suffer with this, I suffer with that. And there's kind of getting more, it's kind of, there's more awareness, more understanding of it. But before that, it kind of sat in the same realm as obesity and other such problems. It's like, if you got that problem, well, that's your fucking fault. You sort it out. Go for a walk. That'll make you feel better. It's like, it's really quite as simple as that. Thank you very much. Why didn't I think of it, Mr. Genius?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to like depression, like the reasons, like legit reasons that lead you to that, to end up like that, like I actually feel complete sympathy for these people. But when it comes to being, what's the English word? When you...
A bitch?
No, that's not. When you just keep eating, when you're just greedy, and you when you literally don't give a fuck, and then you just ruin your body.
Then you're fine.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. But as I said, I mean that's at that point, that's entirely up to them. How to make the funny out of the obesity?
Here come the fat jokes. Yo, mama's so fat. No, let's not do that. I'm not quick enough.
Your mama's so fat, I threw a dart at her and it's still in orbit.
Your mama's so fat, every time she turns around, it's Christmas.
Oh, your mama jokes.
Yeah,
the shit.
really bad.
They're the cracker jokes of the ghetto. Like, they're shit.
Anywho.
Right, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, that reminds me. I'm sorry. It's just one last thing. I remember I had a copy of Zit magazine, which was like Viz.
Yeah, I remember it.
And I just remember there was this one page. They weren't even really poking fun at it, but I always remember it. And it's like, hey, do you want to be really fat? And then there were some pictures of some people who were really large and rolly. And it's like, you could be like Dave. And it was like the art into making it like an advert. It's like, you too can follow this, just follow our simple plan first off. And then there's this recipe for butterfried butter sugar balls. That was just reading it was just, it was wonderful. I wish I still had it.
Brilliant.
Pimp section.
Yeah. Anyone got anything to plug? That's the first time I've been able to say that because I'm sober. Yes. Yeah, you roll with it. I've got to think of something.
Okay, well, I've got a couple of things. So, as I mentioned the last time I was here, where I was working on my personal website, and it's finally completed. Whee! And the website's called doortowanderland. WA. Get it?
Mm-hmm. Because it's like wandering around.
That also sounds
like
basically
Wonderland.
the idea of the website is like, because
doortowanderland.com?
.com.
Cool.
Yeah, it is .com. The idea is because I got the name because my obsession with Alice in Wonderland story, as you know. Through the doors of Wonderland, Alice discovers tastes, like people, experiences, all these amazing stuff. This is what the website does, basically. We go around, we travel the world, or not, and we just write about things that we find interesting, and things that are not usually, not normal, basically, sometimes. And we cover things as in, like, Zen experiences, yoga, meditation, ashrams. We cover adventures experiences, food experiences, and arts. Whatever kind of artistry, whether that's photography, music, theater, I don't know, acrobatics, anything that's quite amazing to write about, but you don't really hear about it very often. Mm-hmm. Or even we've got amazing, like next week we're doing a feature on a girl who is a fetish clothes designer. So if you want to, like, the website is still, like, it's ready, but it's not launched yet until next month. But if you guys want to keep up to date and want to know about the launch, follow us on Instagram. It's cool. At doortowanderland, WA, again, or my personal Instagram account, which is Spyrouc, SPYROUC. Mm-hmm. We're going to launch it next month once we have lots of content. And if I may introduce, like, the team, obviously we've got me, but we've got Taryn here, which is the website, the article editor. Copy editor. Nice. It's going to make everything look visually good. And
no, you'll do that. I'll just make sure things are readable.
He just does words and shit.
Exactly. Yeah. We've got Enrica Italiano, which is a very good Italian friend I have got, and she's the artistic director of the whole thing. So anything from photography to videos, she's responsible. And yeah, I mean, if anyone wants to contribute anything like artistic or food, anything you want to write about, just send us an email.
Or how about this? If you got any suggestions of places that sound cool but you haven't got around to going and you'd like a take on it, send it to Chris.
If you want, you can just email us at doortowanderland@gmail.com. Or we've got another cool feature on the website called White Bunnies. So once a month we feature somebody who's been somewhere and wants to write about an amazing experience. And obviously if you have imagery to go with that will be absolutely amazing. And once a month somebody wins a £50 voucher to anything they want. Mm-hmm. And they're featured for an entire month on the website. So so keep in touch.
Cool.
Nice one.
For me, I haven't really done anything. I haven't seen anything particularly fantastic of late. Oh, actually, do you know what? Fuck it. I watched a film on Friday that completely took me by surprise. I was so excited to see it once I heard it had Kurt Russell in it. It's called Bone Tomahawk. And if you imagine a sort of the kind of the mutant hillbilly sort of genre,
right,
but transplanted into the American Western sort of space. Kurt Russell plays the sheriff of the town, and it starts off with these two dudes. They rob some people, and then they running away from the scene. They stumble across this weird site, and one of them gets killed. One of them runs away, and it turns out it's this hillbilly Indian, sort of kind of inbred. Like, this isn't like your average racist. Oh, the Indians. This is kind of this is a particular tribe that have just gone batshit crazy, and we are talking like raping and eating mothers and like full on decadence and. Like,
it's a Tuesday then.
Yeah. And just the film is it is grim, but it's also a lot of fun. So I'll plug that. And other than that, Dungeons and Dragons or any role playing game, like go out, roll some dice, have some fun with your mates. That shit.
Tell some stories.
Fucking awesome. Yeah, tell some stories
together.
Yeah.
I've just realised it's St George's Day, isn't it? Today, as a day of recording. Talanas have just put up a video, and it is titled "How Not to St George's Day." So go give that a look on YouTube. That's Talanas Band on YouTube. TALNAS.
No, TALA.
I'm not good at spelling. You do the spelling, do the watching. Done. Give that a look. Funny video. Right.
Cool.
So, thank you for listening to Pot Topic Podcast, everyone. Just search Pot Topic Podcast on Google. You'll find all our social media with links and shit. And emails at Pot Topic Podcast. Send us your Pol Pot audio topics. and rate and review us on iTunes and Stitcher or whatever platform you're listening to us on right now. 5 stars, of course.
We deserve it.
Of course we do. I mean, we're just on a fucking show sober. What more do you want out of it? Like the video on YouTube if that's how you prefer to listen to it. Shit, Danny, if you're listening to this, you're probably not, because you watch it on YouTube. So we're about 4 issues behind on YouTube, so I need to get on that tonight. Fantastic. And of course, thank you all the hosts for joining me tonight, and of course, thank you all for listening.
Quick shout out to Orangafruüp, to the band Orangafruüp. That's Orangafruüp with 2 U's for the use of their song Trippples with 3 P's. You can find the song Trippples with 3 P's on the self-titled album Orangafruüp with 2 U's. You can find it on Bandcamp. Go download it, give them some money, they're fucking awesome.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much, guys.
Can I get a sober bosti?
Bosti kebab. Yeah, bosti kebab. Yeah, absolutely.
Have a nice night.
Nice night.
Well, let's do this, shall we?
If we must, we must. Right, bit of silence.
I've got a similar one, says
Fucking plane.
Could you pass me...
Oh my god, we need alcohol.
Nah, we'll be alright. Can you pass me the lighter? Thank you.
Oh, cool, we're getting stoned. Nice.
No.
A few stolen moments is all that we share. You got your family, and they need you. No, I try to resist being last on your list, and no other man's gonna do. So I'm saving all my love for you. That was fun. Let's do it again. No. I hate morning, I tear it, I throw it up all together with tomorrow. I hate my breakfast. I can't feel anymore. I hate my twin in the womb. I strangled my twin with our umbilical cords. I didn't need it. Oh my god. It wasn't worthy sustenance. She was a bitch anyway. Instead I fed off my mother's suffering. She was a bitch. She was like, oh, that's my space. Oh, that's my space. I'm like, mate, we're in this together.
Okay. Okay. No.
I think I'm going to do my best Chocolate Rain impression and try and move away from the microphone to breathe.
I was like, yeah, I had garlic pasta yesterday and I was doing something.
You had garlic pus.
Pasta.
Pasta.
Okay, right.
Cousin to risotto.
Risotto. Is it some sort of like time travelling?
Well, if you were going to ruin my joke, I'm not going to say it now.
Is this like a Durham wheat that hasn't actually been grown yet? I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, it's nice, warm. I like it warm. I like it when it feels warm inside of me.
I like it when it feels cold. I can feel it more.
American Horror Story.
That's nice when that goes.
I'm not going to lie. It was a bit of a turn on earlier when the devil was raping the Monsignor. I literally went in my bedroom and jerked off. I'm such a whore. I'm going to hell after this. I got turned on by a nun. The devil, it was inside a nun. And then she went to the, whatever, it's like the head pope, what is it, cardinal? Whatever it's called?
Yeah.
And he was tied up in bed because he had an accident. And then she was like, I bet you like that. And I was like, no. I'm not supposed to watch that when I'm detoxing and fasting.
Because you need some voice. Like,
What, are you fasting from wanking? What did she do? She raped him with what?
She put a dick inside her, and she was like, "Oh, do you want me to stop?" And he was like, "Go away, devil." And he was like, "You don't want me to stop." And then she put it in, and she was like going up, and I was like, "Oh my god, I want to be on that."
She put it inside him.
I wanted to be her. I'm like, this is so twisted, and I'm so perverted. After watching
there's a
American
reason
Horror
why they
Story.
put that stuff in.
I was a saint before American Horror Story.
No.
No.
Literally, sexually, I'm awakened because of this show. I want to send them like a basket with like muffins. Thank you.
Quick, wake him up, put him in the cupboard. Never to be seen again.
You heard it.
Rapey Chris is gone.
You heard it in the bloopers first.
Bang it in the bloopers.
If there's a spate of pasta rapings.
Yeah, we'll know why. I'm just going to crank down that main mix just a fraction.
Boom. Yeah.
Okay, I think we're better. Okay.
There's another plane.
Oh, fuck it. Just do silence anyway, I don't care.
Well, this was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Do it again.
God, I'm not going to have a headache tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm hope I fall asleep tonight because I'm insomniac anyway. So.
It was going to happen sometime.
Maybe
And
this
then it finally did.
I'm going to go for a piss in the dark and do this time. I don't want to.